live.
All right, hello everyone, welcome back to Kingshaker, and we are here with Lesser Recreation. Welcome back, peasants, back to the stream. I fucking why?
That
why
sounded
do people do the
so
hyphen?
weird. At least deliver
I
it
know,
right.
I know. I wrapped it.
It's
I
it's
wrapped
not
the
that
real
people are
intro of the shitty
watching,
one.
but
Listen, I'm watching and I care. I just don't want. I wanted everyone else to in the VOD hear and understand the humor, which I haven't uploaded the last VOD yet. So, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. We'll deal with it as it goes. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I believe last we left off, we saw a very odd witch who had given you a couple of leads into some stuff and a little bit more information. And
What was the thing she wanted again?
she wanted some black
mushrooms.
Cap
Magic mushrooms. That was what she wanted. Yeah.
That's not the point. Past the recap, why don't you go ahead and introduce ourselves, everyone? Joe, you want to start us off?
Hi, my name is Joe. I play Halvar, a orc fighter wizard who is accused of being a barbarian. He likes magic and magical research and teaching people about political theory.
Unfortunately, he really was born with the aggression in his blood. There is no racism in a Pathfinder world. it's all hereditary, you see.
Fantasy racism, so it's okay.
Exactly.
But he's
Lewis,
really
how you
not
doing
that
today?
angry.
I'm doing good. Ready to play Emil again. I don't know what the fuck he is. There's no short way of summarizing it up.
You are a Magus.
Yeah. Magus Thug Noble.
There you go.
We put you right into a box.
Yeah. Box that shit in.
I will going to stuff you into there. Not deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the way I said that made me feel weird. Ram!
I play Heap, the crazy kobold oracle who speaks to ghosts and makes schemes with them. Smile.
What's your most recent scheme?
I'm going to make the prostitute goddess cult pay.
For what?
Pushing me.
Steel, how are you doing today?
I'm very good. I've been looking forward to this for a couple of weeks now. I play Argent, which is also a type of mineral, and his name now means, I guess, silver cloak, now that I've been given a nickname. And I am the proud owner of a signed copy of some book from Jubilost at Northropple. Famous author.
God, what was the book's name again?
I have no idea. I think it's like his Playboy that he didn't have a book on hand. He just needed to like throw something at me.
No, I distinctly remember it. It was something about mimics.
Yeah, mimics. A Reader's Digest.
Digest readers.
Digest readers. Yeah.
No, it was like I am you, you eat me, or something.
Oh, I love that. That's what it is now.
Shouldn't that be changelings?
Probably. Infamous and famous writer Jubilost Northropple appreciates you as his biggest fan.
Way cooler than our current author.
Holy fuck off, dude.
Fuck right off, because I hate that gnome.
Zen, how you doing today?
Doing alright.
Okay.
I'm Zen. I play Khaled. I'm the baby daddy for an owlbear named Chobbers.
And also, in a way, all of us.
No.
This can only get worse and worse.
I think you should go forward. You should like prompt Khaled, be like, "Tell us about Khaled," and also, what would he do if he won the lottery? Let's get real personal with it. You know, what's his favorite type of art?
What is Khaled's opinions on complex geopolitics?
What do you think of the ghost?
Give some life hacks for being a priest of Regathiel.
You know, if somebody messes with you, then you gotta take their heads.
It's a literal life
Okay.
hack.
Have you ever seen Judge Dredd?
Fuck. I don't know why that was funny. Okay, alright. Here, how about this then? How does Khaled's day normally start? What would you say your morning ritual is?
Get up, feed Chobbers, make sure to walk him, and then I say my prayers. and then I go and check on the citizenry. See what needs to be done, what they're in the middle of, what I can help with. If I can't help with anything,
I
then
so badly
I
want to see
then-
this scene happen so I can
and
learn
then
what a
he,
prayer to Regathiel looks like.
yeah, and then he helps water the fields with the blood of the infidels.
yeah, that too.
They don't call them infidels. That's a no-no word.
Or blood. All right. Like I said, last we left off, you guys were just sitting just outside of old Beldom's hut. You talked to her for a little bit, and she put you on the quest for mushrooms. But I vaguely remember that she said, "Oh, right." She said that she sells a number of magical trinkets and all sorts of bits and baubles normally, but she only does it for people that she trusts. Provided that you can go out and prove that you're a nice, respectable young gentleman and get her some.
Yeah.
I have it written down here.
I
Black
will say-
rattlecap mushrooms.
I will say that the adventurer in me is telling me, oh, she sells magic trinkets and items and stuff. That means she has those in her hut.
How strong could it know?
Less adventurer, more bandit.
Yeah, I feel like the murder hobo in me is like, ooh.
Is there a difference?
Could be because I've been playing Divinity lately, but you know.
It's
That's
only
fair.
one scarecrow golem and an old
Oh.
lady between me and Loot.
I'm wrong. You guys didn't end up on Old Beldom. You ended up on Jubilos and Othrapple, and you helped him out with this camp.
Yes.
He said that he'd return to the kingdom. He's adjacent to it, so it wouldn't be that long of a travel. But if you wanted to, you could return and trade with him a couple of locations in which he'll give you some in turn. It's all part of his next book, you see. He's trying to put together a big, large piece on the heartlands surrounding, and having as much information about the local region as good as it comes. So he's willing to trade information with you.
That sounds very good. We should find out what our land entails so we can barter with this man.
I think we should finish our errands first and then deal with the arrogant son of a bitch.
I'll keep you in mind that if you look at the screen now, this token, and this token, none of these were properly explored in the last time from book one. So this is not; these two are not part of that. So just keep that in mind. Not that I don't have them prepared. I'm just saying.
Do we care about this one? We should care about that one.
There's a hard line here in difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm kind of hankering for. We could do it.
I mean, wait, but isn't it like still 2 levels until your build comes online?
I mean, you guys are carrying me for a bit longer, though. You've carried me this far.
Listen,
I think the game plan was to go something like this.
Does Steel need to be good when he's flying through the air doing anime judo moves?
I think we should just
No,
exactly.
no way.
stick to the game plan and then deal with the gnome.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have control of the token, I believe, so you go right ahead. And I believe we left off sometime. I had the actual time up. Let me go pull it up again because fuck me. Pathfinder dates.
Yeah. Like, I started out keeping track of the dates, but then, like, I had to ask every time, like, okay, so how much time does this take? Like,
you
every
won't
5
have
minutes.
you won't have this many problems going forwards because you guys are going to usually need to return to the kingdom within however many months. So all you need to do now really is count the tiles and give them values. So like we went through forest, so that's 2, 1, 1, 1, and then after you hit 20, return home, and I just advanced the next month. Right now, you guys are midway through Eridus. Is that right? So you probably have about 15 moves left.
Your move. Okay. So, move? Anybody
Okay.
disagree?
I'd love to.
No, that looks like a good move.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead and give me a perception.
Knight to a5. That's not mine. There's mine.
I actually want this to be a single perception if possible, so whoever has the highest, and then potentially have other people assist them. Just for this one.
Okay.
I know that's odd. I know it is.
Mine's 12. Who's any higher?
Let me check.
I don't even roll.
Mine's a 6.
Y'all can just roll, and whoever has the highest bonus, we can say the other people, if they pass their roll, assist.
Okay.
Reasonable.
I believe that's a 21.
Emil has the highest
no.
bonus.
19.
What?
You guys take some time to investigate.
Huh?
I mean,
surrounding...
three people assist.
Yeah, but I thought it was like a DC 15 to pass, wasn't it?
It's a DC,
DC
10,
10.
to help.
Oh, so like
Yeah.
23?
Idiot.
Well, I didn't know.
Hey, don't make me no go.
I don't.
Wait, have
I don't read the rule books. I'm just the GM.
Argent, help as well. Come on, it's a DC 10. You can do it.
He doesn't.
He doesn't do it.
He is clinically unaware. I'm sorry, guys.
Argent is
Okay, that's
currently
fine.
busy writing poetry for his hooker girlfriend.
Yeah.
You take some time investigating the surrounding area, seeing that it seems to be some sort of hilltop forested region. Making sure to carefully jot down the place in your map and keep track of it. I'm going to do something real quick with the map that's going to look a little bit weird. You take it as it is. Don't actually worry about what the token itself is. And as much as you try to investigate, you can't seem to find anything. But you seem to have a decent enough inkling that there seems to be something magical about this area as you scart around, seeing that it seems to be some sort of evocation or divination magic that surrounds the place. Still, a day would pass by and you wouldn't get any more inkling or details other than what you can get through detect magic. So you may want to proceed on your way.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, when we start building outwards, we're going for that radish patch, right? With the like healing potion properties, right?
Oh boy.
To start manufacturing shit. Yeah. So we don't find anything special here. There's like some magical shit going on, but we don't know the source.
I mean,
Fine.
you could probably check the river, do river stuff, and put stuff on that. That might be good.
Yeah. So we're going this way, people.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. Takes it like a couple more days, but yeah.
Give me a moment.
Of course.
Where's my thing? It's in the other book. Let's talk among yourselves. You come into a nice, another part of the Feywoods.
You know, I don't know if we have actually discussed this at this point in time or not amongst ourselves, but the fact that we are neighboring to the Feywild is a matter that brings me great contention constantly. I know that at some point in time we are going to have to sit down and have a royal dinner with the Dunsward nations and so on, but at some point in time we'll have to consider also having a meet and greet with the Feywild as well, yes? We are technically neighbors after all, even if we cannot see them.
They are talking to me like the ghost. It is fine.
Yeah, I believe we can have some introductions. Like, you mean we should introduce ourselves to more of the Feywild, or?
If there are portals open in these woods to the Feywild, and we are very close to their territory, we should invite them, and make sure that they are of no threat to us, and make sure that they know the vice versa is also true.
So you're sure that we should like into the city, like to keep, or should we establish some sort of other thing outside?
I mostly meant that that we should not ignore the fact that we are overlapping with a group of people.
That's true. That's yeah. So maybe we could have some sort of yearly get-together thing.
I don't know if I would go that far. It is like bring pie to neighbor. You do not bring pie to neighbor every month.
No, not every month, but
He
like
said
maybe
yearly.
yearly, like make it like a festival thing or something, where like we appreciate our Fey neighbors.
Yearly
Should I
block
talk
party.
to them?
It is option. I was only suggesting day one, but if you would like to expound upon that, of course.
I
I will
mean,
talk to them.
let's see. Sorry. Keep it.
Nah,
I am sorry, you cut off there at the end.
I will talk to them.
Maybe after we have like one meeting with them, we can see if they're
Perhaps.
amenable to interacting with our people.
Perhaps, yes. Sheep, also, you say this so casually. Other than the haunted ghosts and the Fae, are there any other entities that you speak to on the regular?
The ghosts, they bothered me, and now the Fae, they come in too.
But is there anything beyond that? You do not speak to.
Like what?
Well, this is a little silly to say, but sometimes I can hear voice of like Pebble talk to me sometimes. Very encouraging. Sort of whispers from their land. But you don't have anything when you know, secretly talk to plants or anything.
You speak to the dirt?
No, I do not speak dirt. It's I don't really want to talk about this actually.
Okay.
He kind of turns away.
Well, keep an eye out then.
So,
Make sure we don't miss anything.
So, you guys advance through the Feywilds. I'm just going to call it the Feywilds. For all intents and purposes, this is entirely normal forest. It's just that there's a lot of Fey
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of sort of mystical and magical things that seem to surround the area that make it a kind of weird little spot. But you come
Completely
across
normal forest.
you come across while you're traveling and exploring the tile, and you find that there seems to be a stink of moldering plants surrounding the area, and a strange quiet. No chirps of bird life or chittering animals anywhere. Finally, you come across a sunken clearing. At the center of it, you can see on the soggy ground is an insect-infested, stagnant, swamp-like pond. In the center of it, sprawled out on a rock face, you can see that there seems to be a dead unicorn.
Oh
Oh, that's not
Oh.
good.
Free meat!
I mean, I'm not sure about that one, Chief.
What you mean? It's good food.
The unicorn.
It just look like horse with horn.
I believe they're intelligent creatures. Not entirely sure though. Never met one.
What's the knowledge for unicorns? Is it religion?
I think they're magical beasts, so it's Arcana.
We're gonna see if Halvar knows about them.
Let's see. I'll give you the description for it. If you want to ask any other questions, you can, of course. The unicorns are known to be fiercely intelligent creatures of the forest. They're noble beasts who keep their own counsel, typically defending their homes against evil. They shun all creatures. They universally shun all creatures except for good-aligned fae, good-aligned humanoid women, and the native animals of the woodland. Though they are often known to fight alongside other good creatures against such common enemies. Its horn is of particular interest, being of use for many magical rituals and powers, and has a number of varieties in like wands and certain spell-like abilities. They're extremely potent in the form of healing.
Does it still have its horn?
Yes, in fact, you can see that its horn seems to be perched up gracefully on its mane. Closer investigation shows that no insects seem to have infested it. Instead, they crawl around on the ground surrounding it, just close enough, but just like almost as though there's a line barrier preventing them.
Arjun has rushed over and has knelt next to it, kind of
Okay.
doing that awkward, like, hover hands, like, Reiki thing, like he's a little worried about actually physically touching it, but is just so shocked, and is like, what could have possibly done this
Heap
here
gets
in
like
these
a
lands?
Heap gets like a blanket and starts shooing away all the bugs.
So, do we know how this thing died?
You take a look at it while each of you are going over investigating and doing your own things. You're able to tell that it seems that it shows no obvious signs of death, but a thorough investigation shows that the creature's eyes are milky and sightless. It must have been blind at the time of its death.
Hmm.
Heap, give me a perception check. Just you.
I wouldn't eat whatever this is. Anything that just dies on its own, it's suspect.
Heap, you're throwing over the blanket on it, trying to keep it and shoo the bugs away. But further into the forest, near the edge of the pond, you, and only you, can see a small wispy spirit hovering and doing laps around the circle of it. The pond itself seems to be murky and black, almost as though it's completely and thoroughly corrupted. Some sort of mud.
Heap's going to get low to the ground and start trying to sneak over there with his pack jingling on his back.
So, the rest of you see Heap suddenly turn away from the body and start skulking low to the ground.
Do we?
With a 13, I hope so. Emil
I
might.
mean, we just let Heap do his thing usually.
Nobody asks any questions. They
Yeah.
just go over.
Him suddenly getting like low to the ground and being all skulky could be totally unrelated to the events at hand.
Mm-hmm. Could be that it's just hiding from the ghost or some shit. I don't know.
Okay. Heap, it'll take you a little bit of time to skulk your way over to the side of the pond, but you shouldn't have too much trouble. But the rest of you are free to continue to investigate the corpse.
Okay. I'll try to see if I can figure out if this is some sort of disease or a
Oh,
curse.
so you would have knowledge planes?
See?
Yes.
All right, this will be a particularly difficult check. Go ahead and throw it.
Better roll high. That's pretty high.
That's pretty goddamn high, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give this one to you. You're off by 2, but that's fine.
Oh. Help me.
Well, unicorns are known to be particularly pure creatures. The idea of having the bugs completely not touch a body is fairly unknown. But excuse me, I'm having a little bit of hiccups.
No problem.
You do recall certain tales told to you when you were just a young boy in Restov, telling of powerful fey creatures from beyond a veil who could leave their victims marked in such a way that it causes strange auras of repulsion to natural life. One particular tale stands out for you, a young farm boy who wandered too far into the woods one day and ended up becoming fey-touched, and when he returned, his entire village had disappeared as they could not stand being beside him.
Damn. Yeah, this is some shit. Might not want to mess with. Heap. Looks around, just like, what? Oh shit.
You probably see Heap a fair ways off trying to be stealthy with jingle
Yeah.
jangle jingle jangle.
So Heap, how you sneaking around?
Heap kind of crouches down low to the ground with like his 2 hands kind of touching the ground ever so slightly, trying to balance the pack on his back a bit better, and just steadily moving like side to side, trying to duck behind trees and up under roots and stuff like that. He can't be but so stealthy because of his big pack, but he's doing his best.
You do at least fairly well, or from what you're able to tell at the very least, what it seems to be this wisp hovering around the pond's lake seems to pay you not much notice, but you can hear echoing among the no chirping of bird, echoing among the deafening silence. It almost seems like saddened howls, maybe soft, broken up intermittently by soft whining. And as you come closer to the wisp, you can see that it takes the form of some sort of horse, standing by, laying down by the pond's side and softly weeping to itself.
How close am I at this point?
I'd say probably about 50 feet, 75 feet. Probably ducking behind a bush.
Yeah. Heap's gonna. I'm gonna try and get about 30 feet away from it. Just try and get a little bit closer, but still keeping a little bit of distance.
No response from it. It seems to be sitting, howling among itself. You can see that it might get up a little bit and start pacing back around, making its lap again right back around the lake. But it stops briefly and sits back down. You're able to tail it pretty safely.
Are you a ghost? I did not know horses make ghost.
Who's there?
Heap? Who are you?
Come closer. I can't see. Who are you, young one?
Heap is very old for kobold.
Yes. Kobold. I've not heard of such a creature, but somehow it makes me so sad. I'm sorry. You found me at such an unfortunate time.
Why are you sad? Nothing gets done when you are sad. Waste of time.
While so true, the things that I've seen, so miserable, so dire, why, I think I might cry myself to death.
Hmm.
Why am I sad? I have come across the most unfortunate thing. A pure beauty, struck down in her prime.
Do you mean the dead horse?
Dead horse? Whatever could you mean?
Heap kind of points back to where the unicorn corpse is.
That thing over there.
You're up close to it now, so I think you'll be able to tell that it is a ghost, of course, so it's not like this is anything abnormal, but you notice that it seems to have the same emblazoning horn before it, as well as almost glossed over whitened eyes.
No. You
Is
are
this
the dead
unicorn?
horse.
Oh, I died. How unfortunate.
It happens all the time. There is nothing to cry about. Give me a second. All of you, over here.
What?
Over here.
I am coming.
Yeah.
Arjun books it over there immediately.
Halvar's already gone off to try to find a large amount of dry wood.
Hmm.
There is the dead horse ghost. The one you
Of
do
course
not
there's
want
more
to
ghosts.
touch.
Right.
You all see nothing. I don't think I need to say it, but
Yeah.
Right.
It is crying. It says it's sad.
Oh. Oh yeah. I
It
can
looks
understand
just
that.
like horse corpse.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Sorry, that's
Emil.
not referencing this. If it's the ghost, yeah. Hi, how are you doing, Argent?
We cannot see what you are pointing at.
What do you mean? It's right there.
Yeah, but like you see ghost, we don't.
That is True. Whatever you are witnessing is a specter that only you can perceive. Does it say there is anything that we can do to help it?
Horse ghost. What can we do to help?
Help?
Yes, yes. Pass on, not follow me.
Oh. I cannot see any of you, but I fear you may not be strong enough to help me. But
Hmm.
I will tell you anyways. Please understand, young one, at your own peril. There is a young woman in these wilds. If you can
Deep, what is it saying?
Oh my god.
take
Give me minute. He's talking.
take to her my horn, perhaps this small gift can be rightful tribute. She has seen so much pain in her time. Why, I was besides myself to think how even I could help. I fear I may have cried myself to death in the
I see.
process just thinking about it.
Yes. Interesting.
What's interesting?
Do not worry. There is a woman. What she look like?
What?
Not you.
Don't worry, there's woman. I'm scared.
A purest beauty, a child of the woods. It seems so long ago now that she came into this place. She was so curious and spry. But long ago, she left for the lands of man. And when she returned, there was so much pain. A pain so strong it could corrupt these woods.
What's her name?
I'm sorry. I do not know, young one.
So I am supposed to take your horn to a woman you do not know and I cannot find, who is in the woods that are very big.
She spoke. I can tell you one single thing about her. She spoke so softly, her touch so gentle. I swear to you, before I died, the last words that I could hear were just the same, so soft and so caring. It was like she was there.
Oh,
Please, take to her my horn as a gift.
okay.
Perhaps, even in some small way, it might help her pain subside. I wish that my horn could cure all wounds, but it is not so.
Yes, yes, with the
Why are all of
blubber.
you gathered around empty air?
Well, okay. Halvar, hi. There's Ghost. There's Ghost of Unicorn. He's talking to it.
Yes. Apparently, the horse ghost, it says there is woman.
Mm-hmm.
There is a very sweet woman who speaks softly that we
Uh-huh.
should take its horn to be tribute. She was from the woods. She left, and then she come back, but she full of malice, and it hurt the woods. Apparently,
Oh.
is that right, horse?
There is.
Yes, a good synopsis, young one.
Does it know what she looks like, or?
I ask. He no say. He give
Oh.
bad detail.
Does he know what species she was? Elf, human, fae,
Do you know? Do you know?
dwarf?
I have no sight, young one, and I have not seen for many, many years.
He says he is blind and cannot help.
Wait, it never came up. Never. I guess we haven't introduced ourselves. Mr. Ghost. Hi, my name is Emil. I'm human and stuff. You know Heap. He's kobold. Nice to meet you.
He is crying again. He's very annoying.
I have
Emil,
that
what have
effect
you
on
done?
people.
He doesn't seem to show any immediate response to the others. Perhaps he can't hear them. Zen, what are you
Oh.
doing in all of this?
Hmm.
Contemplating life.
He lost his vision a long time ago. She left a long time ago and came back. How long ago did she leave approximately? He might be blind, but he has a sense of time, yes? Heap, ask.
When did she leave? And how long after she come back?
When did she leave? I'm sorry. Time seems very abstract for my long-lived kind, but
How many winters?
I can tell you this much. Let me finish. Fuck.
Fuck your abstract. I'll give him a measurement.
It seems as though it was a lifetime ago. Perhaps you'd be an old woman, or mayhaps she's even passed away.
Oh, god damn it.
Is old woman a lifetime ago? She
Is
old
woman
woman
in
or
hut.
passed away? What you mean is woman in hut? She is witch. She is not pretty.
She might have been back when the unicorn knew her. And she did, if he said that she came back with much malice.
And
Hmm.
also, beauty is contained within, mostly.
Also, she does hold some blood of the Fae in her.
I saw so long ago, once, before she had left and before I had gone blind. Truly, she was the most purest beauty in all of the land. A maiden fit only for the wild.
Yes, there's no way it is witch. He says it was pure beauty. Definitely not the witch.
Time does a lot of things to people.
Okay, well then take the horn and give it to the witch.
I'm just gonna. Okay, I'll ask you this then. How many other women have we seen out here?
That is fair.
More than I can count on one hand.
That's actually a fair point. We've
From
seen
here.
a lot of women out here. But
From here.
But we haven't seen a lot of women who would meet the description of were very young and then left and then came back very, very angry. Like, I don't know, a hermit witch who doesn't
I
want
also-
any neighbors.
If it was not for the very angry thing, I know a very beautiful elf, and that would qualify
No.
for living for a long time.
No,
No.
no, we're
We
not
can
gifting
try it,
the
just
unicorn
check it.
horn
No.
to your girlfriend.
There's no maiden.
It does
The
not hurt to
problem
ask.
child does not get the power.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Argent, but I don't think she's a young maiden.
It does not hurt
Nor
to
is she
inquire.
pure.
We're-
She is not pure.
We are not giving the unicorn horn to your hooker girlfriend.
Now we are getting into slander, Halvar, and I will ask you to please.
No, she's literally
That's
the high priestess of the goddess of prostitution.
I don't want to think about what she's gonna do with that horn.
He points at Emil and says,
Dude.
"Yes."
like that wasn't slander, Argent. That's what she is. I'm very sorry.
Arjun in the quest for elf
I have good news for you and bad.
All right.
Okay, I will take your horn. Do not follow me, horse.
Thank you, little one. I can feel so much more at ease. I'm so tired.
Yes, now cry into oblivion. Bye bye.
You can watch
That's
almost.
harsh,
It
dude.
seems this wispy spirit form seems to almost dissolve away, flaking away into small pieces and floating away on the wind.
He is gone.
So we need to take the horn.
Yes, take the
Mhm.
horn to a pure beauty.
Well,
Wow.
someone who used to be a pure beauty a long time ago, before he went blind, which he said was many, many years.
So now the question is, does this take priority?
No.
No.
Cool, let's get some hermit on our side.
The dying wish of a creature.
I'll go ahead and I'll add this in because I don't know if I detailed it correctly, and I want to give you guys accurate cliff notes. Basically, he could see once, the woman was there, and then she left. He went blind. She came back.
Yeah. And that's why I'm still confused that he doesn't know if she's fucking human or whatever. Because he saw her once.
Said that she was fit for the wilds. So
That's
Yeah.
not.
likely fey touched.
Yeah, but
You can be
that
Fey touched
lady was a
elf,
Fey-blooded
Fey touched
sorceress,
half
right?
orc, Fey touched
Fair.
human,
True.
Fey touched dwarf.
Fey-blooded sorceress?
Yeah, it fits.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth taking the horn, finishing our errands, and looping back at some point in the future after we have the mushrooms
She's
and be
next
like,
to
by the
our...
way, did you happen to know a unicorn once upon a maybe?
Mm-hmm. She's next to our house. We can totally just go there at some point, later point.
And we can
Just ask her if she knows.
maybe discuss inquiring with Argent's female friend later, if she says no.
You think
After
she
we
came
use
from
up the
here?
horn.
Also, I don't think unicorns like her that much.
Maybe not. They're mostly inclined to be around good aligned humanoid females.
Yeah, I think they also actually care about virginity. So,
No. If I
in the
recall, that's a
legends.
myth.
Yeah,
Is that just
here-
fake?
let me go ahead. There's actually a description as part of that. Unicorns mate for life, and the pairs generally make their homes in specific glades and dells through vast forests. Blah blah blah. On rare occasions, lone unicorns without mates or whose partners have been slain have been known to adopt young women of especially per virtuous surrogates, allowing the women to ride on their backs and becoming their guardians and protectors for life. This bond generally ends amiably if the woman becomes more committed to someone else, such as a lover or a child, but gives rise to the myth that unicorns only befriend virgins.
Yeah. But they only adopt particularly virtuous ones, I guess.
I don't think this means virtue in terms of
No.
virginity.
Nah.
But chastity is a virtue.
Include,
so,
but
maybe.
yeah. Could include, but is not limited to.
Chastity is a dumb virtue.
It does say exceptionally pure virtue, so it could mean purity on every front.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You guys travel out from this little part of the glade, going back down into the normal wood, and have your map back available to you. Let me turn off the spooky music.
Map again.
Spooky music gone.
Let me
Huzzah.
zoom back in.
You could not see the horse?
We saw a dead one. I mean, these are both the dead
Yeah,
one.
we saw the corpse.
But there was horse in
Was
front
it
of the
particularly
water.
hard to get the horn off? How'd that work?
No. I like
You have axe.
Like you have an
Stupid
axe,
axe.
so it's a little bit crude, but with any especially sharp tool, you could probably saw it off. It's not like they're known for being hard.
No,
They are
Keith,
treated as
only
plus
you,
one weapons.
only you, with your powerful otherworldly vision, was able to capture the sight before you.
Halvar,
Yes.
do you have the
Keep
appraisal
us
skill?
cursed.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll it. Getting a hand on the horn, you in particular might be able to think of an alternative. You know that a unicorn horn is especially valuable and used as a component for healing magic, but also is by itself worth 1,600 gold pieces. You know, for an alternative.
Uh-huh.
All right. Back to traveling.
When we get back to like the cart situation, Heap kind of clambers up onto Gus's back, lays facing the sky, and just kind of kicks back and looks like he's deep in thought.
Just gonna add one unicorn horn to my inventory.
Did I miss anything? I had to go attend to household appliances beeping at me.
I told Halvar he could potentially hawk the unicorn horn if he really wanted.
And I pointedly didn't convey that information to anybody else and pocketed the horn.
Cool, cool, cool.
What are you thinking about? Heap, right? And that's not the right voice for him. He was a little bit more like this, I think.
Yep.
Something along this tone. Smeedy approaches and will ask, "What exactly are you thinking about, Lizard? I can see that you were, well, you were conveying with Ghost, right? Why don't you tell me about that little experience?"
Yes, is normal. Cannot everybody,
No.
Nuh-uh.
even in the Kobold village, they at least say they could.
Well, kobolds are vastly renowned for lying, among other things, but I don't think you would have been able to get much of that story without being able to actually hear something, unless you're very creative of all things. But even if you could, why could you?
Do not know. Since the birth, I have been cursed with the ghost. They bother me. They keep me awake at night. They curse and they moan and they bitch. They do not leave me peace.
Interesting.
Aggravating ghost, especially grumpy.
I'm
No,
going to notably...
especially angry. No, especially shady.
I thought one was tired.
There's grumpy, angry, and shady.
Is a silly question. You have never died before, have you?
No,
And
do not think so.
any very close near-death experience?
Would you like to?
I grew up as kobold. We are very weak.
Impressive. A kobold that can admit they're weak. I'm going to write that down.
Put that in your book.
Look at pack I carry. I get stronger every day.
Yes, and fair enough. Right. Carrying on, I believe we were headed for some berries?
At that, I make it a point just to grab Heap by the pack and just lift him, like, straight-armed.
Nice.
Arjun constantly frowns at that.
Heap constantly frowns at that.
But we should continue moving. Whatever has hurt this creature, we should find it.
It will be fine. It's probably just old age. His horse, they die.
Why you talk to him? Did he say what killed him?
No, did not ask.
Figures.
It's a shame.
Whatever it was from the checks that you guys saw, it was definitely unnatural.
It's probably natural death. It's fine. Wish we could have taken meat. Look tasty.
Y'all can move whenever you want. Just want to let you know.
Hmm?
Y'all can move the tile anytime that you guys want to move. I'm just going to sit back and let y'all talk.
Talk while we walk.
You guys pass by. What is this? Tuskutter's Lair?
Yeah, I think this is where we fought and killed the boars.
Yeah, the boars.
You pass by Tuskutter's. It seems that it's mostly been cleaned up. No new animals have taken over the lair.
Yes, Tuskutter's, the orc-only bar.
It's a good-ass orc bar name. Are you fucking with me?
Orc-only bar. Orcs and half-orcs.
So you guys have moved. It's been about 3 days now? No. 6 days. You have 9 days until you have to return back to the village. That's just about enough time to go from here and back. But anyways, so you arrive back at where you suspect the Fangberries to be. Does anybody want to give me some more perceptions?
Neat.
Fun fact about the Fangberry Thicket, in the CRPG, this shit sucked.
I can imagine it sucks in this.
You're
Heap
right.
doesn't. Heap's not gonna roll a perception because he's not paying attention. He's still deep in thought.
Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. I would say that I think you guys spent 3 days searching the thing total by now, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
There's not physically enough area to not find them, even though you guys would have failed on this check and would have had to go on. And also because I realized that this isn't actually a hidden tile. But with a little bit of investigation, you're able to find a series of caverns that seem to spread around among this area. Very light and very small, but each of them seems to be populated by large troves of very minor spiders. But they don't seem to band together in any sort of swarms or anything else like that and bother you guys. And you're free to pick the fangberries that lay within.
Are too small to home whatever killed the unicorn, but Arjun pops a few berries into his mouth. They are not great, actually.
Well, we were gathering them for a hermit, who I suppose we were going to introduce ourselves to, and I guess just to verify that there was nothing threatening in this area. Though I have a friend with severe arachnophobia, he might disagree.
What
I
is
have never-
arachnophobia?
It is fear of spiders, which is very strange given that there are so many things in the world to be afraid of. I have trollophobia.
That's a valid fear.
I'm irrationally afraid of demons.
That is not irrational. But actually, speaking of troll, that was the other thing that was brought to us. I wonder if they would have killed the unicorn.
Not without
Trolls don't kill
leaving
that way, right?
massive wounds on it.
I suppose that is true.
Likely, whatever killed that unicorn was either natural causes, which seems highly unlikely, or magic. Which is
I'm
terrifying.
gonna go with the magic.
Hip is scared of being alone. Which is why I'm glad I have Gus.
So,
Right.
Fangberries picked. They are quite alright. Our next destination, King Khaled, do you have a preference at all?
No, not really. Just get the job done.
Yeah, I think the plan was to take these to the hermit by way of visiting the crazy dwarf mine.
Crazy dwarf. Oh, right, that guy.
Yeah, I'm still scared of that place.
Yeah, I remember falling down a pit and immediately just getting impaled.
You lived.
I mean, I lived, but like still wasn't pleasant. I don't have a hankering for repeating the process.
I got so many fucking maps.
It occurs to me that this is a really old one that might not exist anymore.
I'm not looking to tell me if you guys moved, as there is an event in the next square.
Not yet.
While we camp, like at the when night comes and when it's Emil's turn to be on watch, Heap's gonna kind of crawl up next to him and
Emil,
Yeah,
I need a favor.
sure. What kind?
There isn't a problem, child. I have a plan, but I need your help.
Problem child.
Yes, the
Who's
elf
problem child? Oh,
that is
wait.
all over Argent.
Oh, the one that's all over our. Okay, okay. For a moment there, I thought you were talking about the Lady Eldori.
No, she is fine. The one all over Argent, we need
Right.
to take care of.
Wait. How do you mean take care of?
Well, she does not necessarily need to die, but she needs to leave. Her
You mean
being
like we
there is
exile her?
not quite so sudden. Maybe we get her followers
Yeah.
to come to us, and we make one of them the new head, and scare her away, making her have to leave because she's exiled from her religion. It is only starting of plan. But
Okay, that's what worries me.
we need
So
to
you want
get
her to
rid of her
leave?
because she is dangerous.
She's gangrenous?
Dangerous.
Gangrenous.
Does he not have D in his?
The priestess has got D in her.
No. He spied on you. We know he didn't get that far.
Yeah, but it's not yours.
Hey.
If you have other plan, or you think you have someone who can come up with more of plan, we work together to get rid of her, because she will do nothing but sow unrest.
Look,
and that is something we cannot have so soon.
I'm a straightforward guy. I'm not built for conniving, scheming plans.
But you will help, no?
I don't know how. In this regard.
I will converse with others. We will come up with better plan and you will help. If is not against your morals.
Heap says with quotation marks.
Like actually making air quotes with like the
Yes,
fingers?
with his fingers.
Oh, cool. Hey. That's uncalled for, and also, sure, if it doesn't, if it's not morally preposterous and it helps the kingdom, I'm in.
Okay, I will think some more, and I will come to you when plan is settled.
Right.
Good night.
Good night, I guess. I just sit there, just looking out. On my
Creepy
watch.
fucking lizard.
Pondering what the fuck he might come up with.
You see, Lewis, this is the part where you're going to act as the triple agent.
Wait, triple?
Yeah, the new scheme is going to be he's going to feed you his plans, and you're going to subtly ruin the plans so that Seal can have his happiness. So Argent can be happy.
I'm all for people being happy.
You're literally 007 Agent of Love.
He should be able to have an elf babe, and without ruining the kingdom.
Yes.
There are plenty of elf babes. There are plenty of elf babes, including Emil's mom.
Hold on.
No.
Adoptive mom.
Yeah, the other one's dead, so I was hoping you weren't referring to that one.
Just weird. And not Halvar's specialty.
Argent, just think about it, right? You were literally the perfect age.
I
to
don't
be
wanna.
dad.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you.
Perfectly. What?
He's the perfect age to be your dad.
Oh. Oh, wait. Emil has been looking for a new father figure.
Yeah, Argent is 58.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Stepmom Sex Simulator. I will be your host.
The Argent fucks.
reporting to you
Oh,
live.
okay. Actually, other names. Because you have Silvercloak, right? Could
That is
include
correct.
Silverback
And-
or the Silver Fox or
And
you
let
know.
me dispel what we are all thinking. Yes, the curtains of my beard do match the drapes of my penis.
Let's see.
Dick jokes.
Okay, sorry for holding things
That's
up. I just-
fine.
No, I have nothing. You
I
guys are free
imagine
to
the night passes otherwise without incident.
You guys are free to move along anytime that you guys want. I'm literally just here to commentate to the background like a fucking malicious fey spirit. There's just a tiny fairy on your shoulder making your mom
Oh
jokes.
yeah, this was the canyon bridge that was all rickety.
I do remember you guys passed it pretty safely though.
We didn't cross it.
We
Oh,
didn't,
you came on the other side. That's right.
Yeah, we came up this way last time.
This would be the bandit camp that you guys had earlier, and I believe this is, I'll check my little reference sheet, is a river ford. Not a bridge, but like an actual like place where it's shallow enough to cross.
So which tile are we actually like trying to get to?
You're trying to
The
go straight ahead. Oh,
yeah.
this,
Ah, okay.
at least as far as I know, you guys can go whatever way you fucking want. I don't care.
So then we can go here and then go up that way.
I don't know if it's been established who cooks breakfast in the morning, but I just want to say that this particular morning was Argent, and he did put fangberries into breakfast.
He
Okay.
always offers and always gets turned down.
They're better.
Yeah. And I think I do it because I actually have profession cook.
They're still not good, but they're better. They're better when cooked, and you get the distinct feeling of quaffing potions anytime that you eat one.
Oh shit, nice. Better than like getting trail runs.
Okay, so over the canyon bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead and advance. Where's my Roll20 not updating? Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. Whoops. Wrong one. You approach the canyon bridge, but it would seem that a certain group has gotten there before you. On one end of the canyon bridge you sit, you can see that there seems to be a very rickety set of what must have been a cobbled together bridge very long ago, seems to spindly hang at each side, sturdy enough for maybe one person at a time to cross. It is suspended almost 50 feet over a deep ravine at which the Shrike River seems to run even further through. On the other end, you see a group of trolls, each armed with a set of clubs and seeming to wear some scrappy-looking leathers. Please give me a perception check from everyone. This will include you, Argent.
Okay.
Sometimes I mandate it.
Oh, all right.
Perception. Oh god.
Many of you have seen trolls either through books, maybe you've been told stories about them, or maybe you've even encountered them yourself. They're very easily identifiable and easy to recognize, but something that stands out to each of you seems to be a brand nestled onto the right shoulder of every single troll. It seems to glow an almost fiery red. The trolls seem to be locked in conversation with each other, discussing, having not noticed the group yet.
Argent would make jokes about trolls guarding a bridge, but he honestly looks petrified.
Ah yes, troll phobia. No, they're best boiled. Wait.
Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew.
Hell,
Yeah.
Here we go. Settle in. Get your popcorn, boys.
What languages do you speak, Khaled?
I speak giant, I think.
That'll do it. You approach coming across the rickety bridge. It actually is very hard to be stable on this thing, and it takes you a little bit of time to get to even the point that you are so far. But the trolls turn their attention towards you. You can hear a couple of whispers before they do so. Yes, south. We are south, yes. Must go further. Too rickety, too small. Not for us. And as they whip their head across, who hails? Small meat. You blocking bridge.
Well, you're welcome to come.
You couldn't use bridge.
Do you speak giant?
Yes.
You're
Don't tell
welcome
us
to
what
come.
we do. Sorry, go ahead.
We're just new in the area. We wanted to say hi. You know, introduce ourselves. We're trying to set up kingdom.
No time for
Just,
introductions.
setting up a kingdom stretches.
No time for introductions, little spawn. We already ate lunch. Leave area at once. We figure out how cross bridge.
Okay.
We're level 4, right?
Yep.
Is this conversation loud enough for me to hear?
Yes, definitely. It's a booming. They're speaking from across the chasm, and it's not actually that long of a bridge, and they speak in a booming voice.
Khaled's gonna say, I don't think you're smart enough to figure out how to cross the bridge on your own.
Halvar's gonna pipe in, but before you get agitated, maybe I can help.
We not want help from Tiny Spawn. We go south.
You
Wait,
couldn't even cross this bridge with our help.
No, I'm pretty sure I can get them across the bridge, Khaled.
Are you asking become dinner?
I mean, if you think you can make it over here.
Look,
Why are
and
you
that's what they call them.
provoking
They're saying
them?
south. Isn't our capital to the south? To follow the river.
Oh, I
What
guess
is
it
south?
is because the map is canted. I'm gonna ask a giant. Why are you going south?
Ignore the cantation. They would be going southwest.
Okay, away from our capital.
Whatever the troll word for that is.
No, but if they follow the river to try to find a place to cross, they're gonna hit our town.
Yeah, which is why it's best to get them over now.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm attempting to cooperate and not agitate them.
Khaled.
Your Royal Highness, if maybe you would stop agitating them for a moment.
I just thought that we could, have them cross the bridge, and then as they're crossing, we could, cut it.
We need to go across the bridge, though.
I mean, if you have another plan for dealing with trolls, you're welcome to pursue it.
Wait, okay. Can I remember see if my character knows that troll means used fire?
I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. I think it's so commonplace that your characters would know.
It's like every fucking fairy tale you hear.
Yeah,
as a child.
like if there's something that's so general knowledge about like either a Pathfinder creature that you guys OOCly know it off of the top of your heads, I'm not going to require you to make knowledge checks and be like, oh, I guess I don't know. I'm gonna use fucking ice spells 13 times until something works. Just do whatever feels natural.
Important question. River runs this way, right? Like to the south towards the lakes?
To the map, to the map, to the map, to the map, to the map.
It doesn't have altitude.
This river's actually real fucked. It flows.
It flows.
Okay, I know which way it flows, but it's really stupid, so hold on. It flows this way, because it seems to be an oxbow, oxhorn, whatever type of like forming lake. Where here, I'll take you back to the
Okay,
region map.
okay.
Like,
I just wanted to, I wanted to make sure that.
Come in this way, and normally it would flow into the Tusk water, but then it starts going all the way throughout the woods for some reason.
Okay.
So there you
Okay.
are.
I was just double checking which direction it goes in. My concern is if we tumble them into the river. If it went this way, it would
send
go.
them back.
Yeah.
Look, me and Soren can do some things against these creatures.
I mean, so can I, but
Right. I thought you did a snowball thing a lot of the time.
yeah, but also the fire arrows and burning hands prepped.
All right, we have fire arrows.
When will you move?
Why don't you come and move me?
I lean over to Arjun.
What are they saying?
So you're trying to provoke them, right?
Yeah, even if we don't drop the bridge on them, having them come across the bridge one at a time is going to be useful.
I'm honestly
Give me
amazed they can
Step
speak.
over here.
Give me a, I believe it's intimidate.
Hell yeah. I bet Callan's fucking great at that.
This will be very hard though.
As you ask that question, Heap, and Archie doesn't
They're
answer
lost.
you, I'm gonna dip my head down and say His Royal Highness is currently taunting them in the interest of, I guess, getting them to come over the bridge to try to kill him, and we're gonna see how that goes.
We should support him. And I take a few steps forward.
You get off that bridge.
Arjun,
You get off that
Arjun,
bridge.
Get off the fucking bridge. Get off.
You attempt to provoke him, and you can see that he steps forward, making a step onto the bridge, and you can hear the rope almost twining and ready to snap from the first step. But the two trolls behind him move in, hooking around his arms and pulling him back. No, brother!
Hold me back! Hold me back!
Think. We given many gifts. We must think. The trolls seem to pause for a minute. But the way that they're eyeing the bridge seems very malicious.
Oh, well. Giants are cowards. That's fine. We'll see you.
Coward. I show you, coward! The two trolls move forwards to attempt to grab him again and try to restrain him. However, this troll, rather than charging straight forwards to you, is going to take his club, swinging it at the securing supports of the bridge, and smashing them off to either side.
Halvar's just gonna facepalm.
Give me a reflex.
Is this an enchantment effect?
Getting smattered against a against the thing? No. How far are you on the bridge? Let's take a look. 10 feet. So the bridge is going to drop beneath you, of course. The one side, the rope bridge, goes entirely slack and threatens to slam against the large ravine side. You are able to get at least a little bit of a handhold, but you find yourself slid almost 25 feet down, further down the bridge, holding on for your life, and take me 3d6 damage for smacking against the rock face.
It's like that one gif in Dark Souls where he smacks his head, or no, Bloodborne, where he smacks his head against the ladder.
Yeah, that's a bridge in Dark Souls too.
Yeah.
The two trolls seem to be yelling at the other troll and giant, basically saying, "What are we gonna do now? Good job!"
Halvar's gonna.
No, go ahead.
Argent, you're going off onto an empty bridge now.
Just like on the edge of the ground.
I'm gonna go up to the bridge and just kind of start hauling Khaled up while shouting across the chasm in Giant. There's a bridge to the northwest that should bear your weight that'll let you go south.
We do not want these creatures in our lands.
Well, now they're across the chasm and we can't exactly fight them now, can we?
Yep.
You are helpful, Green One.
And I don't want them going south. Now, do I? I say in common.
Yep.
And I just start hauling Khaled up the
Good
chasm.
thinking, Halvar. Yep.
You should be able to do that without too much effort. I don't think these are unfavorable conditions by any means.
Mm-hmm.
Khaled, what's your response to basically being fucking slammed against the siding?
Ow.
Okay.
We will
Totally
remember
awesome.
your provocations. Maybe our dumber kin might have fallen for such childish japes. Not I. We are smarter breed. We will find you, small kin.
Halvar points at himself. He pauses, hauling Khaled up. You're gonna find me?
Find all of you. Eat you. Gnash bones to mush.
That's not very wise.
Really small kin don't know wise.
I'm just gonna release a burning hands up into the air.
They do not flinch, laughing even harder. And before long, it seems as though the trolls start working their way towards the northwest, trying to work their way along the river's edge and find a passing.
As soon as they're out of, you know what? Even before they're out of sight, as soon as I'm up, I tell the others that we need to make it to the bridge before them and set up an ambush.
Understood.
Yep.
Okay.
Why? What did they say?
They want to kill all of us because His Royal Highness was agitating.
What I do?
No. The other His Royal Highness.
No. Why they want to kill me?
Oh, because you're near His Royal Highness.
Oh,
We're
Okay.
associates.
I will give Zen the benefit of the doubt, Oosili here, given the fact that they are trolls.
Oh, yes.
Well, I went out there to greet them, but then they said that I wouldn't make a good meal like their last breakfast or whatever, and I was like, well, if they're eating people,
Well, they're trolls.
can't have that.
The problem was there wasn't a good way to fight them there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys fought, the thing would have just crashed under everybody's weight. Oh God, I don't have a Thorn River camp.
Oh, we can take a short break and I get you one.
The good news is
no
we have a
worries.
day to travel to get there, which means I get to do some spell prep.
Thorn River's just gonna look a little bit different.
Could be a similar crossing further
Yeah,
down the
something-
stream.
Something like that, yeah.
Let me look at my spells.
They're clubs. They were normal wood, right? They weren't like metal or anything of that nature.
No,
Okay.
they were wearing crude leather wrappings and with large wooden clubs.
Okay.
The only
Nothing unusual.
conspicuous thing about them seems to be the brand that was on all of their, I believe I said right shoulder.
Yeah.
Yep.
A fiery red brand. I'm going to go ahead and get the map set up.
Yeah.
Go, just talk.
When we camp for the night again, this time Heap's going to wait until it's Khaled's turn to watch, and Heap's gonna kind of sneak up beside Khaled.
Khaled, I need to speak to you.
Speak away.
Okay, there is problem. Big problem in the kingdom. A manipulative person is trying to take advantage of one of our dear friends. We need to do something to band together to get rid of them. Not kill, but get rid of. They are dangerous, and they are causing much unrest, and it will only get worse.
Um. Okay. You have a plan?
I do. It is not finished, but I want to make it so that rather than chase them away, they feel shunned. They feel they cannot stay because of some either religion or something like that. The plan is not finished. When it is, I will let you know. And we will discuss whether it is okay. I will get your approval before we make any move. That way it is no issue, yes?
Yeah. Sounds good.
So, just
Sound like-
you are agreeing, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And Heap goes off back to bed.
Oh my god.
Argent, do you still have that damage, the 4 damage on you?
I always have a little bit of damage on me because using Kinetic's powers is draining.
Ah, that's right.
Also, Heap heals Khaled, so you don't have to worry about having any damage on you.
Okay, I'm prepared.
Cool.
Do we beat them to the thing?
Well, you guys are, I'm assuming, going to be hoofing it pretty much and just making your
Oh,
way
yeah.
as deep as you can. Here's the real question. It is more than a day and it is more than 8 hours. Are you willing to take fatigue and other stuff to do this? Or
Yep.
are you going to work off the assumption that the trolls are slow and lumbering and they'll, even if you take your time, they'll get there before, after you?
I mean, they have to travel the same distance as us, and I don't know. I think they're probably going to camp for the night. I don't see any reason why we can't.
We
They
could try
didn't
to
seem
hurry there and camp
terribly
at the crossing.
concerned with
Yeah,
time.
they didn't seem in like a rush. So I suppose there's no real need for us to take fatigue.
No, I would suggest that we go as like push ourselves a little bit extra, just that extra little like hustle the little extra bit, you know?
Yeah, that's fine. We could hustle the evening, get like half sleep, and then um, start setting up the bridge the next day.
Remember, your wonderful casters need full sleep.
Do you have any spells you used?
Only burning
Everyone
hands.
burning hands.
But I
Well,
also would like to redo spell prep.
Right.
I'll-
Then whatever hustle we can do without interrupting the caster's sleep.
that'd be about
Mhm.
normal speed. So is that I'm just making sure that all fine with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in the morning, if I could copy Burning Hands over to my book.
Yeah.
You
Or in
guys
the
are never
evening,
going to
I
get to
guess,
Balkans.
during my watch or something.
Yeah,
You guys are
yeah.
never going to get to Balkans. Ever.
What's the cost of that again? Is that
Nope,
12 and a
never
half?
are.
First level spell. I want to say 10 gold, but I think I'm wrong.
10 gold?
I think I'm wrong, but that's what my head says.
Yeah.
That being said, I have the book right next to me and I know what page it's on.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm looking through the
I was
info
correct,
maybe.
it is 10 gold.
Ah, 10 gold. Okay. I'll say I have like some writing supplies and yeah, add that. Else, Burning Hands.
Let's
So I kind of want to set up bear traps, maybe here and here.
Sure thing. Let me go through with the description of this little area first. Then I'll go ahead and you guys can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So let me start you off with some survival checks. No, is it perception just to see tracks and survival
If
to
you
track
can
them?
choose.
Okay. Give me perceptions then.
And you take whatever's better usually.
Say then that pretty much is what I'm saying.
I am. Most people have perception higher than survival. You're true. You're right.
Khaled will actually be able to see them. You can see that traipsing through this area, this small section of the bridge, as you guys go further down along the river. This bridge is close to the river bandit camp in that you have to cross it to get to the camp, but it's just shy of the rest of it itself. Kind of loops back around before draining out by the river camp. What you find is that there seems to be a series of troll tracks leading through this area, but none of them look particularly recent. So you suspect that it might not be the group that just passed through. It might not be the group that you guys just encountered.
Gotcha.
But to see troll tracks in such vast quantities is by itself suspicious.
Are they all going south?
Yes.
Some sort of migration.
That's a problem.
That's a problem indeed.
Those were smart trolls.
Yep. They did talk about other brethren, though, being less smart.
I should also have said that it was in the dusk hours. I think. I think that's correct. When you guys encountered those trolls.
All right.
But you guys go ahead and you have plenty of time to prep up.
Cool. I'm trying to remember how many first level spells I have. 4? Okay, 3.
What's your bonus?
18. So I only get one.
Yeah, it's
additional.
one for. Yep.
I have 4.
Okay. You start laying out some bear traps, and where do you want to put the oil?
Probably in the same squares. Just 2 flasks, in case we actually manage. So this, I'm gonna do the thing where you actually stake them into the ground so that they can't be moved easily.
A little bit of chain, and maybe use a little bit of your silk rope. Oh, I know I have troll music blasting. I wanted to keep the mood.
Okay.
I want you guys to feel the heat of this combat encounter that you guys might steamroll through. But yeah.
Then I'm going to suggest that we make ourselves scarce. Maybe one person in here, one person in here. Anyone that can't stealth very well in here.
Is there any way to get up on the wall of this tower?
It doesn't seem to be much of a wall. The thing has been reduced to almost foot high.
Oh, so it's not really providing
Not foot
any
high.
kind of cover.
I mean, like, when I say foot high, I meant like a foot. So it's like a little bit knee high. You might be able to crouch behind this a little bit and hide your body from some of the more stacked bricks. You could hide. It's just not comfortably.
Okay.
All right. Tell me when you guys are ready.
I am going to hand, who would I hand these? I'm going to hand Argent 5 vials of oil. Like flasks, like glass flasks of oil, and just be like, if they get trapped, throw these.
I will do my best.
Is this rock big enough for me to try and hide behind?
Yes.
Okay.
I need stealths from Khaled, Argent, Heap, and I believe that's it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm far enough back?
Just... Yes. You'll get some bonuses, so don't worry too hard.
Because distance and stuff, right?
Because you guys are obscured.
Oh, right, that's 2 perception check. There's penalties or something based on.
I don't think that's entirely true, but I think that the idea of a kobold being able to crouch behind a rock without being seen is usually pretty fun.
They are typically stealthy.
But
I have a +11 to stealth. I just keep rolling like dog shit.
How'd you get an 8 and a plus 11?
That's a perception.
That was perception.
Oh, what's your stealth? Hold on.
My stealth
Roll
hasn't
yourself?
rolled yet for some reason. I pressed the button.
Oh. Oh, tell me, because that might change things.
Oh, it hasn't
on.
rolled.
Yeah, I pressed the button.
It's
It just
waiting
hasn't
for the
rolled
thing.
yet.
Yeah.
Don't press it multiple times. That just makes roll 20 angry.
Okay, there it is.
There we
Holy
go.
shit!
See?
Oh.
It'll show up eventually. Just gotta wait.
I only pressed it twice, so it's okay.
Once night settles again, after you guys have rested, it seems to it's almost been a whole day that you've been sitting here trying to keep things together. You maybe arrived around noon, probably sometime in the afternoon, and it's only when the sun comes down that you see the trolls have appeared and come to this little bridge. You can hear them shudder out in giant, saying,
Greenwin was right. Very good. We still have a long way to go, brothers. Come.
and it seems as though none of them have noticed. You note that the lead troll seems to be the one that cut out the bridge, with his two brothers following behind him, as each of them sidle onto the bridge. Is there anyone want to make any moves, any actions?
The moment I hear combat start, I'm just gonna. I should already have the bow out and ready to get stuff started.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on somebody else to get it started.
I want to ready to just like have sort out, ready to just rush at the. Oh wait. When we heard, did we hear them from a distance?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Could I like
Oh, yeah.
cast a spell in preparation?
Homie, you could smell them from a distance.
Okay, so
Okay.
I would have time to like precast mage armor.
Yeah, I'd like to have cat's grace.
That's fine.
I'm going to hurl one of the things of oil the second one takes a step forward, whether or not the trap works or not.
Yeah. I'll charge the one in front the same way. On the same trigger.
Yeah, I will ready an attack once they hit the bear traps.
The first will take his first step forwards. Please explain to me how the traps work.
Oh shit! You
What am I rolling?
I don't think you roll. I roll an attack roll, and if it hits, then they're trapped.
I think the traps have an attack roll.
Yeah.
So since he's large, would it hit him? Would both of them hit him at the same time?
I think so. I hadn't considered the fact they were large when I set them, so I think both of them hit at the same time.
That's fine.
Yeah, but we can't like have two of them be like stuck.
That's a little illogical that he'd fucking step into one, be like, oh my god, my leg, and then take another fucking step forward and get it on the other one too. But you know, whatever.
Who knows? Maybe Khaled placed them really close together and they both snap on one leg at once.
Khaled's a genius. Yep.
He's got like a little string. He's pulling them to guide them so they exactly click on it at the same time. 14 int. So do I don't make any roll against being trapped or anything? No reflex or anything else?
I don't think so. I'm double.
That's it.
The troll lets out a mighty howl. Ah! with both of the traps clapped onto him, and you guys will get your surprise round.
Good.
I'm gonna chop me a troll.
And you
Surprise
prepared
round,
an
you
action,
say.
Argent, so that would go out first, I believe, and you throw an oil flask at him?
I try to.
It will go wide.
I don't know if we want to get too far into splash stuff, but I'm pretty sure there's a chance that I can soak Khaled with it.
I'm
Not if
that
you
too
aim
much.
for like this part of the
If
troll.
if I go first, I don't think it'll be a problem.
It's not an alchemist fire, is it?
No, it's just a
Right,
flask
but-
of oil. If it
but-
hit, I was gonna spark it.
You know that? See that yellow square? That's all spread oil.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll just say that it goes wide, and let me stretch this little spread
Perfect.
square here.
Awesome.
Khaled. You run the creature through.
You kill a troll in one hit.
No, he doesn't.
No,
I'm
he
saying you run it through. There's a far difference. As you run the blade
Okay.
straight through its torso, and it growls out in pain,
Yeah.
like a tooth.
It's a strike that would kill a person, but this is a troll.
Let me dream.
So I also had like the charge at them when they trigger the trap, right?
Do you have it set to do that?
Yeah, I said I was going to charge them when like blade ready to charge when they
All right.
get across.
I'll move you. Actually, you should be up anyways. What the fuck am I doing? I don't know why you weren't there.
Sorry,
yeah.
I was late to roll the thing.
You're fine as long as you don't mind it be your surprise round because it's a little bit.
Yeah.
weird.
Actually, I think ready to action and surprise rounds are supposed to be the same thing.
Cool.
In these regards,
Ready to action supersedes surprise round, but you don't get both.
You don't get both. Yeah, that's the.
So I thought.
Soren, let's see if we can kill a troll.
That is a solid confirmed hit.
Cool. Flat-footed.
And let me take a look. He is not down yet.
Shit,
pass. Halvar.
I would like to stand up because you said this is like not my body height, right? I can just stand and shoot over.
Yeah.
And I would like to take a shot with one of the flaming arrows.
Who are you targeting?
The lead troll.
Lead troll in the oil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a go at it.
Alrighty.
You will be able to hit it, and I do believe, if I can go take a look again.
Plus, ooh, only a single fire damage.
All we need.
But he doesn't get any healing.
The troll collapses down onto the ground, seeming deathly still as the fire crackles all around it, and the oil is lit aflame. I have little fire tokens here somewhere. What did I do with them? They're a little bit easier than me having to worry about fucking around with boxes too badly. Oh, not that. There you go. And I just think they look nice.
They do look nice.
Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
These trolls have yet to react. They're still gawking and almost screaming. Heap.
Okay, let me see. How far can I go again? Okay, I can go to right there. Okay, so Heap's gonna run to right here, and then the troll in the back, this one back here, is going to get a good old murderous command.
That would be a will.
Give me the spell, give me the spell. Murderous command.
Did he beat it? I think he did.
By one.
Shit!
Yeah.
Let's be fair. You've gotten way more use out of murderous command at your level than you should rightfully do so.
Enchantment, you failed me!
Yeah, you've gotten so lucky on all of your murderous commands at this point. Argent, you used a ready action, right? So
I did, yeah. Taking 8 points of damage, I move here and then use, just again, calling forth the powers of the earth to launch myself like an idiot onto the other side of the bridge to trap them here so they don't get away. And I'll make an attack as I go.
Okay.
Against the farthest one, but again, not really used to, launching across the river and also paralyzed with fear. I mostly just hurt myself.
Halvar stares slack-jawed at the idiot.
Yeah.
Khaled.
Have the wall of fire.
You're now there's a wall of flame in front of you as the trolls seem to be cornered onto the bridge.
Well, I was going to let them come to us. It seems that's not going to be an option.
Yeah, Argent
They
had
would have
other
fled.
plans.
Is there any way for me to leap through or around the fire?
I have a better song. You could probably walk around and then hop up the bridge. It would be a little bit of extra movement, but I know that you have plenty to spare.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Can I try the same trick I had before where I ran my sword through the oil?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Khaled is going to see Argent fly across the chasm, and he's going to be like, shit. He's going to dash around the fire sliding his blade along the ground and picking up oil and flames and leap onto the bridge.
Okay.
Also, as a swift action, I'm going to activate my flare or swordsman's flare and get reach, so I actually don't need to go that far.
Keep off of the troll itself. You'll be like propped up on the bridge side. It's like this.
Okay. Gotcha. And then I'll take one attack.
Okay.
I mean, he could. It's difficult terrain. I just figured you might not want it. That will hit. And you do not need to roll the extra damage from the fire.
Okay.
Emil.
What? Are these special trolls?
He didn't
mean,
say they didn't
intelligence.
take it. He just didn't need to roll it.
Yeah. I'm thinking I want to follow Khaled's example here and move around and like up
Okay.
real quick. And do the fire sword thing if I can, because that seems cool. I mean, it's all about like, oh yeah, that seems like a good
Thanks,
idea.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to play it. Is it good?
Yes.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, there was a whole discussion in the Discord.
Oh no.
It's early access. They haven't even put everything out yet.
Oh, actually, I could also
It's
cast.
so weird to have an
Yeah.
early access.
So I could. I want to spell as well. I want to cast a spell. It's called Shocking Grasp. It's like the Magus thing to do.
You cast Shocking Grasp and I do like a quadrillion, drajillion damage?
It's 46, dude. I don't know. I'm not even built for crits.
That will not hit.
Wait, okay. Does it wear armor?
It does not have any metal armor.
Yep.
I know the shocking grasp bonus.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate as the sword goes wide. However, this troll, in a mocking response, you can see that it seems entirely fearless as it goes to strike out, dropping its wooden club entirely and going to maul Emil. I might actually need help for understanding the way that this thing works, but I'm going to roll it anyways, and you guys tell me if it doesn't work like that or not, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
It is going to bite, claw him twice, and I think, is it when both of them hit, it gets a rend?
Yeah,
Does it have
well,
rend?
It just deals additional damage. Thing is, none of these attack hits, so we don't need to worry about it.
Okay. Very good. I that's why I wanted to ask. However, the troll from the fire. You can see its flesh beginning to shift and regenerate back, and he, with a big mocking bellow, he calls out, calling you morons. And he is going to belch out a massive wave at fire at Khaled, Emil, and Heap. Everyone give me reflexes.
Wait, what?
All right, hold on. Before that happens, is he doing this from the prone position?
Yeah, I think he can do that from the prone position.
All right.
I'm just.
He hasn't gotten up.
Is this like a cone or a spread or what?
It would be a. It's a cone like this. That's not the exact distance, but it's a fairly large distance. It's like a 30-foot cone.
Right. I just don't think he has any way to hit both me and Khaled with a cone attack.
Does he not?
No.
Oh, because it doesn't source from here. He's from here, so yeah, no, he has to hit Khaled and Heap or hit.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think
one of the corners of his token, or not corner, but like one of the.
Yeah, he can't turn it in inversely. I was looking at the token wrong, so he's gonna hit Khaled and Heap. All right, he is going to do 13 fire damage. If reflex for half, or if you have the other thing, you can negate it.
What is the DC?
You passed it, Callan. DC is 17.
We learned something today.
Did, yeah.
These ones don't care.
Helvar.
Okay, Halvar is going to be happy he wore his brown pants. He's gonna get to here, and he's gonna take a shot without the fire arrow at this homie.
He'll get a +4 in the ranged, and it doesn't matter. He's still prone. He never got up.
Yeah.
So that goes wide. And this troll is going to give a big boy banana slam on... just let me set this up real quick.
Don't worry, I've got less AC than a meal. Everything's fine, guys.
Don't worry, this will only hurt a lot.
Big boy banana ram as he's going to smash you with his great club.
Yeah. Argent, like, desperately attempting to, like, raise rocks around him to kind of create, like, a little wall, like a barrier of stone, and that fucking smashes me, for sure.
Slams the wall, and, like, rocks and Argent go flying a few feet back.
It's like the troll just reared back and swung it like a baseball bat, and you can see rock shatters just going everywhere, like cutting into the trees and stuff.
What are my options?
So do anybody have any acid?
I have a cantrip. There's a reason I wanted to re-prep my spells.
Yeah,
Failed me once, won't fail me again. This bitch is getting a murderous command.
That's why I moved up. I need to get in position to use it.
All right. You sure fucking know.
Are these river trolls?
You want to give me a whatever?
Knowledge
nature, or no, they're knowledge local. They're giant.
Are they giant? Oh.
Yeah, they're humanoid giant.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't have. Oh wait, I do have that one.
They seem to be rock trolls.
Fuck. Okay.
Or stone trolls. I don't remember the exact name for them.
I think it's rock troll. That's the word. Could be that rock troll and stone troll are different types of troll, just like mountain giants and stone giants and all that stuff.
Remember when there were stone dwarves and hill dwarves? Yeah, me neither. Argent.
Yeah. Wait, aren't rock trolls weak to sunlight? I thought it was based on the Norse one.
That's why it's nighttime.
Oh, so they had to stop during the day. Okay.
What kind of action is it to drink a potion, guys?
Standard if you have it in your hand, so.
And move action to pull it, and both provoke.
That's great. All right, then. Then yeah, just, again, desperately trying to muster some kind of defense against this thing. Not realizing that the allies are not doing so well with the fire in the back.
Oh, that's a solid slam jam as you punch a rock into its gut, but it seems to laugh as the area around its stomach almost deforms and seems to be hard as stone itself.
Carl, how are you doing down there?
I'm more worried about you.
Everything's fine.
Do you have a combat thing that lets you take, whenever you have to take half damage, you don't take any?
Evasion?
Yeah, that's it. Do you have evasion?
Magi don't get that as a.
I'm saying Khaled.
Oh.
No, but I have
that's
temporary HP, or I had temporary HP due to raging.
Yeah, I see you now. I didn't notice the plus mark on the thing. I was just making sure. Khaled.
Well, I will say that these appear to be rock trolls, and acid would be super awesome. And then I will try to put this guy back down.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't prepare my acid spells.
I'm going to try to attack this guy. If my attack drops him, my next attack is going to go here. And I'm also gonna activate Smite on this guy.
Wait, do I even have this wrong? I might have them wrong. They might not be rock trolls, but assume they are troll generic brand for right now.
So 3 to hit that guy.
19 so plus 4. That's
4
going to
because
be
he's prone.
that's going to be a hit, and he is going to fall dead again.
My next attack is gonna go on that guy.
Okay.
Yes. Let's go Wave Blade.
Wave blade, let it rip.
Yeah.
You hit.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I don't know. Can I 5-foot shift to this spot?
Yeah, that's fine. You do a little hop off from the side of the bridge.
Wait, where I'm standing?
No, next to you.
No, I'm standing to where your token moved.
Why are you standing on the edge of the bridge then?
I'm not standing on the edge of any bridge.
It's probably a UI error.
Yeah,
It's a
I
reload
see
roll
him.
20.
I see him on the side of the bridge myself. So.
Oh yeah, no, I would never wanted to move there.
Ah.
I never moved my token there. I moved my token straight here. I don't know why Roll20 would put me there for everybody else. Guess I'll refresh.
Yeah, you're on the
I'll
edge
move-
for me too. No, it's on our end.
Now you're on the thing. I just moved you over. Does anyone else see him there?
Nope, I'm refreshing though.
I see him over here.
Yeah, Roll20, whatever.
Everyone should refresh.
Token coordinates.
Very sad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have a 1-minute break. So how are you guys
For
enjoying the
those
troll
watching,
fight so far?
your view of the stream will be back in 12 seconds.
Little terrified.
I was wrong. They are not rock trolls. They are in fact forest trolls.
Oh.
I was wrong.
That are somehow weirdly immune to fire?
They're supposed to be forest trolls. I mean they're supposed to be rock trolls. I just got the wrong thing. So now they're forest trolls.
Oh.
Cool. Well, I'll see you guys in a minute then.
Right, what the fuck's a forest troll?
It's a generic troll.
The normal troll is the forest
Oh.
troll.
Weakness to acid
okay.
fire, but apparently these ones have special fire brand.
Okay.
Because rock trolls don't breathe fire either.
Yeah.
Khaled, did you want to do a 5-foot step up, or do you want to stay where you're at?
Yeah, I'll 5-foot step up.
Where are my little rinky dink? I gave you guys the special effect templates, but I never used them myself. Uh-oh, that's all right.
That being said, fire infused trolls have a breath weapon, which would be very bad.
Wow.
Mm.
What's a straight cone look like? Is everyone reconnected?
Yeah.
We good.
Okay. Emil.
Right. I'd like to swing at the one above. Soren. I just need to open my sheet again. Guess I just got into Roll20.
Wacky troll fight.
Yeah, I love trolls.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
They're the funniest. Oh, fuck. Well,
That's a hit.
the shocking grasp was still active, so
Zap him.
4d6. Electricity off.
Fortunately, it seems like your shocking grasp does its full effect, as it seems to just stutter back, and the whole body seems to spasm.
Hmm.
But you see and notice that the troll's flesh seems to be reforming before you, and it goes to make another fire breath at Heap and Khaled. Reflexes.
I kind of also wanted to 5-foot step here to give Khaled space to help move.
I don't suppose that fire breathing provokes.
Unfortunately not. It is
It's probably a supernatural ability.
That's a pass for Heap, a fail for Khaled, and 14 damage. So 7 to Heap. The troll down here, you can see that he seems to be reforming slowly, but he is not awake yet. Alvar.
Halvar is going to walk over this way behind Heap, and I realize he's still prone, but he's unconscious, so he doesn't get any dex or anything, and his touch should be 10, yes?
Actually, it's less.
Because he's big.
Because also his dexterity counts as 0, not 10.
Oh, fair point, fair
So he has
point.
-5.
So,
4. His AC is 4. Touch AC.
well, 8, because prone.
Oh, right, yeah.
Ranged touch for acid splash. Acid splash.
That should hit.
Acid splash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
You
is
will
what?
hit with that. I don't actually need you to roll
D3.
damage.
Okay.
As you'll watch it melt away.
Oh,
as
thank
the
God.
acid seems to infect it and its body falls apart into acid-infected chunks.
And I call it giant. Let's go, bitches!
The trolls seem to be looking a little bit more scared, but that doesn't prevent this one from dropping its club and trying to wrestle Argent.
Truly corrosive.
The troll is going to try to grapple you. Does a 15 beat? I imagine it doesn't.
Give me a second here.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, at least.
Thanks to my trait where I'm good at fighting things larger than me, it does not.
Okay. You can see that it seems to stumble, like almost trying to grab above and around you, but it doesn't quite reach the mark. But you can see it's trying to hurl you off of the bridge.
He probably
Hey.
wants to come at me now.
Okay, I'm going to lifelink onto Argent, and then I'm going to heal myself.
Doesn't Lifelink actually have a 30-foot?
I thought it was my medium range. 1 second. Shit.
I think it is medium range.
Oh, it's medium range? I thought it was like 30 foot to activate it on a creature, and then like it kept active until they crossed 120 feet.
I will look.
At least that's the shaman ability, but I guess that might not be the
Quick
oracle one.
reminder that my health is misleading because No-Go refused to set my sheet up correctly, so I'm only down 11 hit points.
Yeah.
One day.
Most of the damage that I've done has been to myself, and it's non-lethal, but there's no way to tell.
One day.
Yeah.
Just mark it down. Put it in another slot. It's fine. So you will be able to establish it. It is in fact a medium range.
Okay. So I do that, and then I heal myself.
So that's my full health currently.
Okay.
Argent?
Yeah, just continuing to battle this troll as best I can now that it sounds like my allies are turning the battle. I form a chunk of rock around my right knee, and I just try to leap up and try to knee it like right in the solar plexus. It's taller than I am, though, which is the downside.
It unfortunately is, and you will not be able to land the blow. Khaled.
I am going to attempt to acrobatics my way over to this point.
Yep.
Do I have flanking with Emil if I go here?
No.
All right, so I will just use my one hit to smack this guy.
Just running along this narrow bridge side as the trolls seem to be swinging around, flailing wildly at anything that they can. and a solid blow. It does not go down. Emil.
Okay. I'd like to use combat casting to defensively cast Arcane Mark. We're doing this shit, I guess.
Motherfucker. Go ahead.
I'll put on combat casting. Spell combat, sorry. Concentration checks. I barely make it. Because of combat casting, and I'll attack once to put my mark on him and once to not.
Can I get you to flip that real fast so I can measure something?
Yeah.
And then
Assume
I
I'm,
attack
like,
him
here.
normally. I still.
Here, take it.
Oh, I never had to charge.
Those will hit.
No, both of them hit.
Both of them will hit, and the thing goes down.
I don't think I can flip it, though. I can't adjust the image.
Okay, hold on. Do you want it horizontal? Like this?
Yeah. I'm just trying to...
And
yeah, there's
thing
no way to
falls
do that. Okay.
down across the bridge, slamming back down. And you have done quite a number on it, so it won't wake up in its next turn. But you can see that it is, in fact, regenerating.
Mm-hmm.
Halvar,
realizing there's not going to be any space for his big nasty cone spell, is going to get as close as possible before delivering another cantrip.
If you want to go here, you could like cone it here.
It's a 30. Oh yeah. Well, we'll see if so that a 17 should definitely hit its touch, even if it is prone, and it takes 2 acid damage.
And in melee. And
it falls away.
Oh wait, I have precise shot.
Oh, okay.
This troll is going to act, seeing that things are going poorly. It's going to fight to the death as it goes and starts flinging itself towards Argent, dropping its club entirely, and going into a full tooth and clawed fury. But it's not that good.
No, I managed to actually hold my own against all 3 of those attacks.
And it seems to flail helplessly.
Heap's just gonna step up and another lifelink onto Khaled. So, or nope. And then I suppose I'm just going to do a slight little heal on myself again, and that'll be the end of my turn. Yep. Full health. Woohoo!
Argent.
Again, given some confidence that my allies seem like they're doing well, I'm just really holding the line here. The attacks are not intended to try to like slay this creature, because I know that, you know, like I can see Khaled now, that shining bald head, a beacon of hope as he bounces across the bridge. I just wait for him to finish the fight.
Can you move over a couple squares?
Me?
Yeah.
How ballsy are you feeling?
Fortunately, that was not communicated, so Argent does not do so. Sorry, buddy.
Yep, fair enough.
That
I mean, you can move over a square later. It's fine.
Khaled's gonna end this fight.
Yeah, I'm going to 5 foot onto the difficult terrain.
Can you do that onto difficult terrain? I know you can move.
You can 5
anyway,
foot
so
out. You can't 5 foot in.
Yeah, so if you'd have to move onto the tile and then make a normal attack, but or you can full attack right now.
Yeah, screw that. I'm gonna full attack.
Okay. First one will not hit. Second one will. Emil.
All right. Trolls are big humanoids. They have like reach, right? I know I shouldn't walk close to them without precautions. Okay, so I have to do the Magus thing now, where I have like 4 actions. Okay. So I would like to get back my Shocking Grasp as a swift action, spending a point of Arcane. my arcane pool.
Mhm.
Then I would like to cast said spell from
Mhm.
here. Then I would like to move here using acrobatics to avoid attacks of opportunity.
Yeah. So this is correct so far.
Yeah. I need to roll
the
it
acrobatics.
once, I believe. Okay,
That'll do it.
27. Then I would like to take my one spell strike attack from the free action from casting the spell through Soren, but I'll do so through Soren.
Mhm.
Cool.
That'll be a hit. Give me the shocking grasp.
9. Keep rolling shit.
Successful hit.
Yeah.
It's taken massive damage. Helvar.
Does it die from the massive
Halvar
damage rolls?
gonna move up here. And gonna assume that hits touch.
That definitely will hit.
And it takes 2 points of acid straight to the chest. No healing for it.
I believe it takes 4 points of acid because
Are they
it has
vulnerable?
vulnerability?
I believe they are, aren't they? Or am I tripping? Is it only that their regeneration is reduced and they're not
The
vulnerable?
regeneration is shut off from
Yeah.
the
They don't have
acid, but they're not
weaknesses
typically
for the-
vulnerable. If these are fire
Then-
infused, they're vulnerable to cold, but
They will that will be that 2 damage.
Mhm.
And you can see that he seems to flail now that he's realized that his regeneration is turned off, and he starts just cursing out a name.
and I say in
However, it doesn't
giant,
harm it.
laugh now, motherfucker.
Who here seems the scrawniest?
Hello.
Emil.
Wait, what? The scrawniest?
He is going to attempt to grapple Emil. Does a
Wait,
24
what
beat your
fucking
CMD?
metric? Oops, that was not my CMD is 22.
Okay, he has grappled you.
If
Okay,
it helps,
okay.
I'm not wearing armor and I've got what's basically a dagger.
You will be able to get AOs from this. Everyone else, though,
No.
is that not right?
It's combat maneuvers only triggers from the target.
Oh, then
If you don't have improved.
then he gets it from you.
Mm-hmm. And I believe he also gets a negative on his roll equal to damage dealt.
I don't know about that one.
Isn't that is that for ranged? I think there's one of the two that like.
I don't think a 15
Oh,
hits
I'm also
anyway.
flanking, so 2 higher, 17.
I don't know anything about it reducing the roll by the damage or the amount taken for anything as far as grapple off at the top of my head, but I will go ahead and look it up later. For now,
It
I'm going
might
to
be
assume
for
that it's
ranged
something
attacks. In melee.
Maybe. In which case,
I think
you
I'm
will
using it.
hit. You will do 16 damage. But as the troll collapses, he is trying to suicide dive into the ravine with you.
Oh fuck.
He will not be able to do so, however, as you knock him out with your blow before any
Right.
falls slumpily against the side of the bridge.
He tries to
And,
like clothesline me off the bridge, and it's like
And pretty much, it's just enough to give you a scare. But you'll see as he thrown his entire body weight, he falls backwards down into the water, and you can see him slowly dissolve as the acid eats away at his limbs, and finally he completely disintegrates.
oh,
Combat is ended.
So
Who is
happy
hurt? Who is hurt?
you let us sleep.
Who is hurt? Come to me. Who is hurt?
That would have
Well,
been much
give me a
worse if I
gun.
didn't get my 8 hours.
yeah. Couldn't have actually killed them. I believe.
I am quite alright, Teep, but I appreciate your concern.
Yep, I'm fine. Took no damage. Down a fire arrow though, which sucks.
Yeah.
Khalid, are you hurt?
And I have some more.
Still. hate
Just
wasting
a bit
things.
bruised. Nothing I can take care of myself.
12 hit points.
Okay.
Nice.
You do a quick layout of the traps that you set up, and realize that the bear traps seem to be entirely useless now. One of them seemed to have melded almost over his leg while it was regenerating, and the others had just completely snapped off from the mechanism,
Oh, that sucks.
and the fire eventually goes out.
It was a solid idea.
I mean, it dropped the troll. Well, mostly.
I said solid idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, that thing, tattoo, or the brand on their shoulder, what does it look like?
It's a little bit difficult to put an exact peg onto it. It's explicitly, it seems to be written in some sort of old giant rune type language, but you, knowing the language, should be able to easily decipher it without too much trouble. And you recognize that it seems to be a brand that simply speaks in dragon tongue. I mean, not dragon tongue, in giant tongue, says dragon.
It
Huh.
says dragon?
Yes, and a further detect magic will actually give you almost a familiar feel to it as you realize that it seems to be at least the same magical emanation or the same magical aura that you were able to detect from Goldfang.
Oh.
Thought Goldfang was severely weakened. Like, severely weakened.
Yeah.
Perhaps they took half his power and invested it in other creatures, which, by the way, I'll say it again, very bad.
Yeah, I'm worried about the fact that the trolls seem to be forming some kind of army, which implies that there's leadership, which is not a good thing.
I thought you thought leadership was a good thing in general.
Not
for
troll
trolls.
leadership. Leadership is subjective.
I guess if your leaders are just a bunch of trolls, then
Organized, intelligent trolls organizing lesser, weaker, unintelligent trolls into something that resembles an army is a very bad
yeah,
thing.
I get it.
He kind of
I'm
packs
worried. I'm actually worried more that it's not a troll, that it's something else.
Likely. Could be some form of giant. Could be something nastier.
Could be another dragon.
Doubtful.
So
I
are
hope
we now
not.
crossing? Are we crossing over and looking for the
I'm of the
Fangbear
opinion
enthusiast?
that we should finish our little errands. I think that contacting the dwarf, because he seems to be a wonderfully skilled engineer, is an even more important thing now, because if there's a burgeoning army of trolls, our little village is going to need defenses sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
And he seems to be, if nothing else, a very talented, if murderous engineer.
You make an extremely good point.
I mean, we'll try.
He packs a pipe and lights it and starts to smoke a little bit off it and says,
That was a very hot situation.
Because of the fire on the side of the bridge, that is astute.
Heap made a pun.
Brilliant. So let's cross here, I guess.
Yeah, while we're here, we have a crossing.
Don't mind the corpses. Actually, let's push this into the river.
You will
On the
cross.
corpses?
No, the corpses, in fact, seem to be slowly bubbling away, almost disintegrating beneath the acid, and
Okay.
you're not able to identify any particular trinkets. Well, the only things left behind are their massive great clubs and the leathers that they seem to worn.
Since it looks like they're kind of not going to yield anything beneficial anyway, I just throw a couple more acid splashes into their melting forms to hurry and ensure the process sticks.
To good effect.
Muttering something along the lines of not taking any chances.
And so, you guys will head forwards, going to look out for the dwarven engineer and any potential, and potentially even getting to the alchemist at some time. But we're going to go ahead and take our break now. If there's anybody who's been watching or just listening passively, please be sure to go hit the little button down below. Thank you everyone for watching so far. And how y'all feel about fire-resistant trolls as the main antagonist of this book?
Good. Good.
No, actually, I hate it. If we could swap it up to something different, I think that'd be way better.
Okay, all right.
Poor Argent's trollophobia.
I'm thinking. I don't know. What about elves? What about a Calistria elf cult? Maybe.
That could be good. I was hoping we could just fight a whole bunch of like ghosts.
back, and we've got troll problems. I was supposed to give that to you many months into the future. I've given it to you now. Good luck trying to figure that one out. But you guys have just cleared out a group of presumably fire-infused trolls.
Y'all are welcome. I gave him ideas.
Thanks. I will use this to kill you.
Thanks. Thanks.
And
Teamwork.
peace has been returned, and I need to turn off the scary music.
Mm.
But I also don't want to give the normal music, so let me find a. What's
Wait.
this?
Do cold damage stop the regeneration of fire-infused
Nope.
trolls, or is it's still just acid?
Just acid.
Just acid.
Ah.
Not that you know, but
Not that we know that, but
Yeah.
you know that trolls are take damage from acid. I'm pretty sure all of them do.
I saw those trolls and I thought about where book 2 went, and I said, you know what's gonna do this job really well that you might want to look at? These things.
He's helping me kill you. But you guys have the free reign. So, what would you like to do?
Continue traveling?
Dwarf tile is right next to us.
That is
Oh yeah,
quite
we can go
true.
to dwarf tile.
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly right.
the
We're gonna go
dwarf.
talk to our. We're gonna go back into the mine.
We didn't
Oh,
even get into the mine. We ran away from the outskirt.
Yeah.
All right.
Good reason.
Let me group you guys together and go grab them from the other page. If you haven't, go ahead and heal any damage. I don't know if I told you this, Argent, but I feel like you know, probably. I would like to assume that you know. Since you take non-lethal and lethal damage, you actually heal at double the rate pretty much because it heals on it heals on both tracks at the same time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Except the
Burn can't be healed except by a rest.
Yeah, burn can't be healed. It's
Burn
just when
can't be
it-
healed.
It disappears.
Yeah.
Burn can't be healed. That's his own separate weird rock knight thing that he needs to deal with. I'm gonna not think about it for the next 30 minutes.
Well, that is his non-lethal damage, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you're right.
The question
What
is,
am I on about?
like, do we actually take a rest?
Yeah,
Yes,
I assume we sleep at some
Like
point.
they came in the evening, so yeah.
Every
we sleep for
tile
the
you
night and
guys
then we
move, you're
travel.
taking a rest, or every
Okay.
2 hill tiles.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Oh,
Because I have to get a fucking full night's rest to heal my non-lethal because Rock Knight.
Ooh, the cave looks different. I wonder why that happened.
Oh.
You guys return to the surrounding cave side, and you can see that all of the damage that has been done to you has seemingly been reset. Some of the shines have been shuffled around, but each of them seem almost equally like they've been there for ages and ages and ages. But, you know, a little bit closer inspection reveals very good camouflage surrounding the area.
So, Argent, like this dirt here talks to you.
Well, not currently, no. It would be nice if it could tell me where the traps were, but it doesn't really work like that. It mostly just says, "Hey, you're doing great," and also, "Can I be your friend?"
Upon
that is
getting
nice.
to the edge of his hellhole, I cast Mage Armor.
For the best. Let me give it a shot. Maybe he won't have any traps out currently.
I
Take a couple of
no
minutes
no
before-
no Argent, please no.
Reflex. Argent, you find yourself in a flash. You're walking straight towards the cavern entrance, but you feel this aching pain crawling around your bottom, and then going down your backside. As on each foot, a rope has snagged up and around your legs, trying to whip you into the back and pull you into the air, and then pull you apart. However, you're able to cut it free, but still take a little bit of the pain and the tension, but no damage.
Instead of cutting it free, can I declare that I roll away?
Oh,
Yeah, sure. You still I think it would whip and lash at you a little bit.
Oh,
You'd
for sure.
Not take any damage, but it
who
hurt.
made this? I
Yeah,
like
but
them.
I roll towards safety forwards.
Okay, now give me a reflex.
Dun, 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 dun,
Argent,
dun, dun,
you
dun,
roll.
dun.
Pick another direction to roll as you dive out of the way of a pit trap.
This is
All right,
fantastic.
reflex.
Hmm.
This one you will not dodge as a large tree trunk comes swinging down this way to smash you across the shoulder.
What a visual!
I'm back
Who made
into this
these?
hole.
They are
Like,
genius.
it's held up by like it's a classic rope trap where the whole thing comes and swings you down to bash you open. Actually, there is a genuine trap with that genuine thing, and I'd like to go look up its damage. I didn't have it on speed dial.
How
The
much could it
forest
be?
moon of Endor?
While Arjun is doing this, because I imagine it takes more than 6 seconds, Halvar is just shouting as loud as he can in Dwarven towards the cave. We've come to parley. Please come out and talk.
Come to
I-
party.
You have a small benefit here, but not much. Does this hit you? 20.
No, it does not.
Okay, you will take 6d4 lethal damage
Okay.
and 6d4 non-lethal damage.
That's a lot of damage.
No, I'm fine. Still standing. Yeah, no, I fucking get knocked on my ass, and the armor gets dented a little bit. He's just like lying on his back.
Okay.
But you are relatively safe.
For the most part, it seems like there are fewer traps than last time.
Good. I'll cast shield and then make my way along this one. Try to cross over here.
Stop.
Do a little leap.
Who made these? Who made all of these?
There's a dwarf in the cave, I say to Heap.
He is my
Does that
new
hit your AC?
favorite person.
Does not.
Let's see. Not when I have the shield up. No.
Okay. You throw up your shield just in time as a barrage of arrows comes flinging into you from this side.
Like the magic one, the spell shield.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I imagine the shield is like an actual like entity. I know it covers you magically, and you don't actually have to react, but it's a cooler visual if you do.
I believe that I always like the force bubble sort of thing, where it just like shivers in the air.
Technically,
If I
it's
remember the
described as a
actual
pane of
represent-
force. It
If
forms
I
an
actually
actual
remember-
shield.
It's less that it's kind of like a shield. I remember it's like a large circular thing that kind of hovers around you and automatically blocks things. Because I remember like I don't know if it was Neverwinter Nights or if I'm just talking from the Pathfinder CRPG, where it's like it has an actual little icon where it's kind of like floating around you.
It's really up
But-
to your head canon, but it does form a pane of force.
And it will deflect the arrows for the time being, but you're being held under a constant barrage.
Okay. Well, I'll try to move past it. So over here.
And reflex. Like this is never gonna get old. And you fall. You come falling down a massive pit. This one does not seem to have bungee sticks under it, and you're just going to take what is the fall damage for 30 feet? 3d6?
For 3 feet?
30 feet?
30 feet. Let's see, you don't take anything for the first 10 feet.
2d6.
And you take 1d6 for each of the additional 10 feet, yeah.
And I think you can make an acrobatics to reduce, can't you?
I think that's
Though
if you
you-
dropped yourself, if you jumped down.
Yeah, you didn't get a chance to react,
Just
so you'll take
right.
your 7 damage.
7 damage.
As
Not
you
average.
plop down into a big deep hole.
I'm gonna look at Khaled and say, "You're dexterous, right?
Yes.
You know how to use a bow, yeah?
Yes.
Reasonably strong, and by this I'm asking if you have an effective modifier of +2.
Yes.
I'm gonna hand him my bow and say, I need you to aim for the lip just above that cave. Just give me a moment. I need to make the arrow.
Okie dokie.
And I'm gonna cast Handy Grapnel.
Oh.
Give me a reminder.
I shape a rope into an arrow. It can haul 200 pounds per caster level. So at the moment, 600 pounds. It retracts up to a speed of 50 feet per round. And yeah,
Is your bow masterwork?
it's plus
Oh,
1.
Plus
And you probably have a better plus hit with it than I do. And it needs to hit AC 5 plus hardness.
That will be able to hit them.
So there is now a grappling hook embedded in the top of that cave, and as I snap my fingers, a rope spools out from it and into my hand.
All right, you have a rope connecting you to the lip of the cave.
And then there's a tree, like here, yeah?
Yes, it looks like a little smaller tree, but it could probably support someone's weight.
Okay. I would like to tie the rope to the tree.
You do so.
And I look at Khaled and say, it's not much, but can you shimmy across a rope?
Yep, I can give that a shot.
Oh, the bear's back.
You see a large grizzly bear that seems to be hanging on the top part of the cavern now, looking down on all of you and giving a.
Is that a dwarf?
No, that's
Is
a
that
bear.
what they look like? Oh,
Rope idea
So
may have been
hidden.
bad.
Could it be
Argent.
also the dwarf?
Yeah.
Well, you are going to be able to climb the rope. Normally, that would have passed a pretty standard. However, the bear, moving over now, grabs onto the rope with its teeth and has been shaking it aggressively.
I thought it was gonna swing down at me. Holy shit!
I think I'm gonna need another reflex save.
Is the Baron smart enough for that?
No, not Argent. Not Argent.
Khaled.
Khaled,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you will be able to hang onto the rope, but you are dangling above the pit and cannot move.
Hey, Khaled.
Unless you make it unless you try working a little bit more acrobatics and trying to weave your way back up, but it's difficult. Argent, what are you up to?
My friends have got things in the back. I'm gonna fucking get myself towards the bear to prevent him from being able to cause any more rope problems currently. And I just run straight
reflex.
forward. Yeah, fantastic. My first one was better.
Actually, I don't need to give you a reflex. It's this. My bad. Does that hit?
That's not hit.
Ah, so you will dive beneath one of the trees. There's another barrage of arrows, almost seemingly overlapping with the other trap, to give you a false sense of security.
Hmm.
I need to extend this a lot. And the barrage of arrows does not seem to cease.
Oh god.
I was gonna pot him firmly in the trap, which is unfortunate.
So Khaled and Emil. Emil, you are at the bottom of the pit.
Yeah.
You can see surrounding the area around you, there seems to be a little bit of skulls and bones of various bandits strewn about. You can tell from their Skull Lord amulets. Or not Skull Lord, the Stag Lord amulets.
Yep.
And you can see
How are the
Khaled doing his
walls?
best. How are the walls?
Of the
They seem to
pit I'm
be
in.
they seem to be dirt walls, completely they're not magically dug. You can tell that they're hand dug, and the whole thing seems to be mostly circular and a little bit crude in places. But it is definitely a soft wall. Though, with a little bit of effort, you're able to find that there seem to be some handholds in the form of roots from the nearby tree.
Hmm.
It's still a little bit tricky to get up, though. Not that tricky.
Yeah. I would want to pull out a couple daggers and just stab my way with my with my hands.
I'm giving you a +4 for coolness.
But I do need to make a climb check. No, like kick my feet into the wall to make like foot rests and stuff
Give
like
me a-
that. You know,
give me a
almost.
climb.
Oh fuck.
Oh, with the +4, you're definitely gonna make it. You've given
Oh,
yourself
okay, cool.
adequate handholds with the knives and everything else, digging into the dirt and to the it's a pretty packed dirt wall and working your way up. With this check, you can get up to half of your movement speed.
Yep. Which means I'm halfway up the pits.
And I don't know if this is correct, so I'm not going to
I
hold it
can double
against.
move.
I'm not going to hold this up to you. Yeah, you probably can. I'm not going to hold this up to you, but if I am correct, failure by a certain amount below the DC means you fall.
5.
5, yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm not crazy then.
If you fail by 5 or more.
All right. Anyone want to make any more actions? I did turn base before, I know, but
Yeah, standard action to release the knot and move action to have Khaled move 50 more feet,
Zoom.
which will put him there. Which is in the middle of the trap, which is unfortunate, but it's not over the pit and rather close to the door. So I imagine on his next turn he can get out.
Can I make either a strength check or an acrobatics check as the rope is pulling me forward to use that momentum to? I mean, it obviously wouldn't be like a leap, but just to catch the last 10 feet or whatever.
And
Up
like
to
roll
you.
out.
Well, I'd like to
I
get
like.
up on top.
To swing on the rope.
Oh.
Essentially, yeah.
He's only moving 15 feet, right?
He's moving 50, so he'd end up right where my line is now.
Oh, then he's gonna get a. Okay, so you make an acrobatics bonus. You're going to be getting a +10 because the rope is doing a lot of the jumping work for you.
Copy.
So you're gonna move 20 feet from this point, and will that make it?
Yeah, it's a 70 foot.
Perfect enough. You slide up, but
Hello.
as the bear approaches, it's going to let go of the rope, and it gives a mighty roar and then flees. Are you gonna try to stop it by any means?
No. I mean, it's not hurting anyone now, I guess.
Wizards have tricks.
And the bear flees into the cave.
If it tries to go into the cave, I'm going to leap off the thing and stab it.
Oh, not the
Flying
bear.
leap off the top.
Are you sure? I'll ask. Are you sure?
Of course he is.
Yes.
Don't even fucking ask.
Yeah. Come on.
Of course
go
he
ahead.
is.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was going to say that I shout, Caleb, no, it's somebody's animal familiar, before he was like, nah, I'm not going to stab it. But I'm like, oh, no, he's fine. He knows.
You do a well-reasoned jump, falling about 20 feet from the top as you descend down with your wave blade to strike against the bear. Would you like to go ahead and do it?
Yes.
oh, poor
The
baby.
dwarf isn't a druid by any chance, is he?
Probably not. My guess is ranger.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Alright, let me go look up bear stats.
It's dead.
I'm gonna drive my wave blade through its skull as I'm on it.
It's not dead. Hold on. It's not dead.
It's a full-on
I
animal
mean,
companion. It
I
gets
feel
more
like
hit
on a-
points.
I feel like on a critical hit that does 25 fucking damage, Khaled is going to chase this thing down and kill it, so it's kind of a moot point. He has chosen murder.
I have doubts about the picked leadership.
The
I
I'm
think
gonna
she'll let
roll
him kill it.
initiative. I'm gonna roll initiative real quick on this.
Hell yeah.
This should be a minor encounter. Nobody has to get involved unless they want to. But you definitely
Keep critting, King Khaled.
you schmapping in it. You definitely did a fucking number on that bear as you come down with your wave blade, driving it straight through its back shoulder, and you can see that its whole arm seems to just be going limp.
Weren't we here to like make friends?
Yes.
I thought it became exceedingly important that we came here to make friends as we met the trolls.
Yes.
Alright.
Do I go first?
You do have, in fact, go first. We'll treat the attack that you gave last time as a surprise round. And it is
Non-lethal.
dead.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal? Okay.
Oh, so can't crit then.
Ah, yes, good on non-lethal wave blade damage. How does that work again?
He'd probably strike it
punch-
with the
I'm-
pommel
Oh,
or
oh,
I
then
don't
you
know,
can crit. Yeah,
magic.
yeah.
Regathian magic.
I'm punching it.
Yeah, no, no,
Very
Okay.
safe.
Just teasing. Relax. It's
That's
okay.
fair.
But the crit will hit, will not confirm because we're using the expanded rules, and the second attack will not hit. So you will do non-lethal to it
Wait, what do you mean won't confirm?
because it won't confirm because he's doing non-lethal.
No. If it's a non-lethal weapon, like unarmed strikes are, you don't need to. It's when you use a lethal weapon to deal non-lethal damage.
I
Yeah.
thought that when you did the unarmed strike,
You can choose.
You can
It's
choose.
called as a non-lethal weapon.
Monks
did not
are
know that.
specifically allowed to choose. Most people who don't
Yeah.
have improved unarmed strike have to deal non-lethal. Monks have the ability to say yay or nay.
I've never seen a monk use non-lethal, so that's
It's very rare. Monks are very murderous creatures.
For some reason.
I'm not saying that it's not true. I'm just saying I've never seen it.
Neither have I. But it's an option.
Really?
With a palm strike to the tip of its head, or whatever you want to do. As a matter of fact, give me a description.
Hearing the cries of my companions, I realized that perhaps killing something's friend would not be the best first step. I let go of my wave blade, and actually, I don't think I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna kick it right in the side of its head. Put it down.
One solid like a tornado kick,
Yep, pretty much.
and it goes down like a sack of
I'm
potatoes.
always more willing to negotiate once somebody has kicked the shit out of my friend.
Hey.
It started.
I say like crawling out of the pit.
As I watch this happen in horror, I move action the rope back out, assuming it did completely dislodge the hook.
It did not.
So it should extend to here because it can only move 50 feet around, and I just kind of shout Argent and point at the rope now laying on the ground next to him.
Got it, understood. And I grab onto the rope and wait for him to drag me to freedom.
You're gonna have to dive out between your nice cozy cover. Are you sure?
Absolutely.
All right.
And I'm just gonna ready for him to grab it and then have it retract again.
Argent, you have an Indiana Jones moment as you leap free, diving between the arrows. They all come behind you. Grab onto the rope, and what happens next?
I snap my fingers and the rope zips back up into the grappling hook, and Argent is now next to Khaled.
So he is. Zoop.
Like that.
Too safe. Emil, you have reached the foot of the of this little pit. You can see that the sides and edges are a little bit greased. Go ahead and give me another reflex, but you're going to get a bonus on this.
Okay.
Plus 4. You know what's going down.
Oh,
You're going to get a bonus on this because you know
16.
pain.
All right, back in the pit.
I fucking hate this fucking dwarf and his goddamn traps.
Thunk as you land at the bottom of the pit, taking another 9 damage.
Okay, so if I fall back into the pit a third time, would I get an acrobatics check to reduce it? Because I know
I expected the fall. No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Keeping in the spirit of this map, I'm going to try to be mean.
okay.
I would like to attempt to. I'm gonna shout to Emil. I have a plan. Stay in your hole. And I'm gonna have the rope retract twice, and I'm trying to snake it into the pit trap.
I think it's
mean,
going to be a little bit more involved than the rope is easily able to do.
Well, presumably it's moving across
falling in.
the ground, and I'm planning on gravity doing my job for me.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So it's like the rope is suspended between the 2 points, but like the entire thing is just slacking so that it naturally drops down into the hole.
Until it reaches me, it's not supported by anything. So if I'm outside of 100-foot range, I'm assuming that gravity is going to have it slack down over the pit.
Like the rope just kind of grows towards him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like the idea is that the rope is
Grows.
laying like this.
Yes,
Like
here, and then
this.
but because
And-
it's not supported by anything on this end, because I'm more than 100 feet away from it. Because it
is the
should be
rope
anchored.
secured? Is it rope anchored to this tree still?
No.
Then I think the end of the rope, once the weight of the rest of the rope goes over by gravity, it'll slack up enough that the end of the rope falls into the hole.
Yes, that was my goal.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not supported by anything here, so it snake over the ground
Oh,
across
yes,
the
it's
pit.
75 feet here.
I don't know. 20 feet of rope is a lot. It might still be here, but he'd have a loop to hold on to. What I'm trying to say is he has rope now.
Yes, I'm just trying to get
How
him a
long
length
can
of
it
rope.
How long can a rope get?
The rope can get to 100 feet.
Right, that's not all the way down the pit, because this pit is fucking deep.
Yeah, but the end of the pit is slack. So basically, the thing
I
is
have to climb up a
slacking.
bit,
The
though.
rest of the rope's weight falls down.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. No,
Well,
listen to what I'm saying.
likely the rope wouldn't extend the
After
full
it
100
reaches
feet.
the edge, it's not long enough to reach the bottom of the pit.
Oh no, I was about to say that next. Yeah, I know. Sorry, we are
Oh.
on the same page.
Yeah.
Well, you have a goal.
You're 25 feet. Are you 5 feet tall? Are you
Uh,
are you a 4'11" pocket prince?
let me look at my sheet here. 6'1" actually. So.
I think you can grab it then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna make you struggle to climb up anymore.
Well, actually, this is like high up, so there would be like a diagonal.
Oh, stuff it. Just stuff it. Just take the rope.
Yeah, I'll take the rope.
I'm trying to do you a favor, all right?
Yeah, I could have climbed 5 feet up and then grabbed the rope. It's fine.
Welcome back to trigonometry class.
And once I see the rope tense up, like there's weight on it, I'm gonna just start retracting it again.
Okay. Emil, you were dragged across the edge of the pit, doing 10d6 damage. No,
Aw.
you can whip up with the rest of them and get to free. But is he going to be dragging across the ground now that the rope is free?
I mean, it moves 50 feet per round, so I'm assuming it's gonna lift him off the ground for at least that last portion.
Well,
Oh, because it like pulls slightly up.
Yeah.
Emil, I have bad news then.
Yeah.
He's got shield up.
Ball. We've got swinging log trap in the pits.
Nope.
And you get whipped across. You see another log trying to bat you almost out of the air when as you come over the pit. But you definitely roll over onto your side from the dirt, and the log swings entirely free, and you're able to roll back before another trap springs, and you get back into position. And
Dude, Emil's so fantastic. He can simultaneously whip and nay.
All right, you take 64 damage. Fuck you. You deserve to be dead. All right. And Emil has pulled the safety. Now about a heap Halvar.
I'm gonna. This shit lasts for a minute per level, so I'm just gonna keep like retracting this thing, and I'm gonna look at Heap and be like, "Come here, buddy." Did the log traps reset, or are they just hanging?
They're just hanging now. They're disarmed.
Heap, come here.
He will stay here.
No. I'm gonna carry you. I'll shield you with my body.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna.
Grasp of physics is very poor.
Shh. I'm gonna cast shield and then like get him in a bear hug.
Okay.
Oh, that is tight.
And then have the rope retract and hope this works the way I want it to work.
You pull yourself with the rope. You might clap your leg against the side of the pit as it stumbles down and back up as you start going back towards the lip of the cave. But without too many issues, you guys fly above the arrow barrage trap and find yourselves at the mouth of the cave.
Is this bear dead?
No, it is
Subconscious.
unconscious, but it is fairly severely wounded.
I touch it and I heal it.
Give me a
1
roll.
second.
I'm going to dispel the handy grapnel because it's dismissed rather, and retrieve my rope and bundle it back up. Make sure I have my bow and just kind of do like a little like twirl of my hand and a bow.
And right when it wakes up, I have a little sliver of meat, and I'm gonna try and tame it too.
Okay.
Hello, puppy. Hello.
Yeah, any more of that magical healing magic goodness?
Every day.
I kind of fell down a pit a few times, so I would appreciate it. Thank you.
You. What about Argent? He got hit by a log, shot by arrows.
Completely fine.
Argent.
And I touch Argent's calf. I guess that's the closest thing to me.
There you go.
All
Look at
I
everyone.
want to do in my life is play a character that's like a synonymous with Edgar Allan Poe, and like anytime that I stumble into a trap or something, it's like, be like, that pit was analogous for my life. Ah!
The most emo character ever.
Dude, I've actually read quite a bit of Poe recently, and it's weird.
Oh yeah.
If you're ever at like
Now
a Poe conference for some strange reason, find the most stuffy academics there and mention the orangutan.
Oh fuck off. All right.
Heap's
Move
now
on.
on the back of the bear and like scritching its neck.
Yes, puppy.
I'm guessing you're gonna cure it a couple of times. What did you do? A cure moderate on it?
Cure moderate on it the first time, yeah, and I'm gonna.
That'll do enough to bring it conscious as it stumbles back awake. But the bear will not stay for long, trying to shimmy away underneath you. And unless you want to fall off of it, it's going to run into the cave with you.
I'm latched onto the top of it, healing it.
Yes, puppy. Let us
Good-
run.
Goodbye, Heat.
I'm just gonna stare at that as he runs off into the cave and kind of slowly shake my head and go, "Well, gentlemen, shall we?"
We have to. He is in danger.
Yeah.
I don't think he's in as much danger as you think.
Hi-ho, Silver.
You guys
Yeah,
just
we
see,
race into the cave for sure.
you guys just see Heat riding on a bear, and suddenly a log trap swings down and fucking punches.
Spears come out of nowhere.
Oh shit!
Spears
Okay.
come out of the bear.
How-
It's a-
Trap just
it's a-
Halvar is unnerved about this cave, but he's gonna try to follow that bear as closely as possible,
Nice.
presuming that the bear is taking a safe path and is heavier than him.
Allow me a moment to have
It would be
everything.
an assumption you could make.
Things are loading in really weirdly for me recently, and I'm not totally sure why. But I'm gonna move you guys over to it anyways. Is music playing correctly?
Yes.
There's music playing?
Are you guys
Got
hearing the
music.
seven? Are you guys hearing the 7 March track?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Why is that
I'm
not
not,
making
so
noise
I-
for me?
I have no idea.
It's kind of quiet, so you might have to turn up the volume.
Did I, like, mute Chrome or something? Settings tab.
I wonder why I'm not getting it. That is odd.
Roll 20 bucks at a fucking
burn,
ton
burn.
recently. You've got to like F5 and full reset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
while
gonna
I'm-
reset my browsers real quick and get closer to my microphone because I keep trying to fucking dive away from it.
While I'm
No.
scritching and hugging the bear, I'm going to heal it again.
Yes, puppy. Let us
Hey.
ride into the sun.
Chrome
Oh,
is
you are not.
supposed to be making noise. The jukebox currently says nothing is playing, by the way.
Yeah, I just turned it off. So let me try
So-
it again.
Would he have to actually make cash level checks for bumpy ride?
Likely.
Concentration checks to cast spells
Probably.
while riding an unwilling creature? Hmm.
That happens to be terrified.
Aw, damn, that only works for attacks of opportunity. Shit.
Is it playing now?
Playing for me.
That is so fucking weird. It
Fine
lets
for
me
me.
start and stop the track, but I can't hear it myself.
Huh, noise.
I'm gonna refresh real fast. I apologize to those viewing the stream.
Well, I have no fear.
As it completely did not occur to me that I wasn't hearing the music until just now, so I'm gonna attempt to fix that right quick.
Nice.
Tell you what, it's not that important, but do you want to go ahead and throw out the bright screen for like 4 minutes? While I go ahead and I'm going to transfer over to different internet connection and see if I can get it running from that.
Well, I don't think the music has anything to do with your internet connection.
No, I doubt it, but one's a little bit faster, and I'm trying to see if it's client side.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll be on break right quick, folk.
We'll be right back. Faster, and I'm trying to see if it's client side.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll be on break right quick, folk.
We'll be right back.
Not have to download. Alright, we're live.
All right, audio's fixed. Things are nice. The VOD's gonna be dog shit.
I'm sorry for
Oh,
those
yeah.
actually viewing and listening. I got very little sleep last night. I completely did not register the lack of music.
Oh, dude, that is a shame. But you know, it is what it is. You couldn't have done much about it. All right, so you guys travel further and further down deep into the recesses of this cave. You find that there's no more traps, and the entirety of the place seems to be illuminated by by a long string of fairy lights. These aren't actual fairy lights. These would be like Iowan stone, like dull Iowan stone chained and linked together.
Dude, that's a lot of them.
It certainly is. As you go down and down deeper, you find that there's quite a few of them, intermittently sparsed around to get some view of the different... That's really loud. I'm gonna turn that down anyways. And slowly you descend to the main area where you find that you're assaulted by golden glittering luster and finding Heap riding around in this bear as it seems to scurry and chase, running round and round on all sorts of dwarven minecart tracks.
I'm just
You're telling
giving
me.
chase. I'm not armed or
Minecart
anything.
So, you go to chase down the bear, and in time, as you go farther and farther down deep into the cavern, and you see that there seems to be quite a stockpile of gold. In fact, this cavern alone is enough to build an entire kingdom off of. The fact that nobody
Aw.
has, or that there's no people possessing it, seems odd. And finally, you come to the deepest recess of the cave, where a certain sound can be heard over just pure nothingness and cavern noises. You hear chink, chink, chink.
It's a very racist game.
As I run, I'm just saying in Dwarven, I'm not a threat.
Finally, the bear comes to a stop in this last cavern, flinging Heap off his back with his best of his ability. Heap, you won't get wounded, but I think it's going to succeed. And finally, you land at the feet of a figure that steps out freely from the shadows.
Hello.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and pull up. He's in book 1, that's right.
So we were somehow supposed to get through that death trap in book 1.
Yup.
You see a gnarled, old, beardless man standing at no higher than 4'3". He seems to be completely wrapped in a number of heavy furs, linen jackets, and seemed to carry most of his possessions around on his back. You'd spotted a base camp some ways further before, but it seems that he's prepared for the long haul, staying down in these small little tunnels for days and days.
He's double Heap's hype, so Heap kind of stands up and then looks up to him.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Petting your puppy.
Cold bones down. This deep down. I'll club you. Go ahead, go on and get.
But why? I heal your puppy. It's very pretty puppy.
Here. Wait a minute. Kobolds don't speak common. Oh.
We've met Taz.
He starts into a swing, but you can see that he breaks out into a cough, and through very gnarled, squinted eyes, he looks at you.
Oh. Well, no black scales. You little fellow, what are you doing down here? You
I
don't
saw-
belong here.
I saw all of your traps outside. I am big fan.
Oh.
Will you
traps.
teach him?
Teach?
You are genius.
The old-looking creature seems to be a little bit confused, but in time, the rest of the party catches up.
Oh.
Halvar just calling out in
once.
Dwarven, we are not a threat!
I'll believe that when I see it. You all saw the signs. Go on, get!
To be fair, your signs were barely legible.
But you are my mentor. I cannot leave.
Get away from me! Stop hugging my leg!
Heat, come away from the
latches
nice
on
man as I switch to common.
Ah,
Let's go and shuffles over to where Halvar and Argent and them are.
I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Halvar.
I'm
well,
Emil.
you don't
Nice to meet you.
look like bandits. I mean,
No,
that's not
look,
true, but
I'm Emil Eldori. From the.
He looks at you
from
like
the
you're
school in
stupid.
Restal.
He looks at you like you're stupid.
This is King Khalid. We founded a small city-state to the south, and we wanted to
I believe
first.
it's technically a barony.
Shh. Call it what we want. But we wanted to first introduce ourselves, as we will be neighbors. We don't particularly want your mind, but we would like to see. We notice you're very very talented in the way in the means of killing people before they get to you.
if I wanted to talk traps, I wouldn't have put them up in the first place. Go
Well-
on, get. You all don't know what you're doing here.
We've seen signs that there might be some trolls gathering to the southwest of here.
Don't know, don't care.
What will it
Look.
take to make you care?
Well, we can't offer him gold. He has more of that than he could ever spend.
Nothing. Now go, get.
We
But master,
You annoyed me enough.
And he's gonna like try to pry you off with like the back of his pickaxe.
Heap walks over to the puppy and starts trying to scratch it again.
don't want no people know how. I don't touch Hoagie.
Hoagie.
Puppy is very nice.
Oh, come here, Hoagie. Did they scare you?
And you see the little man idle up to the bear. The bear is almost whimpering now as behind him. You're trying to pet him, Heap, and he seems to be like skittishly almost darting away from you and behind the tiny dwarven man.
Oh, come now.
Puppy,
You did good,
puppy.
Hoagie.
You are good, Hoggy.
The bear's calmed down and it seems at least approachable to you. But the dwarf seems to wave his pickaxe a little bit more.
I said go! Don't mess with my bear.
Fine, sorry.
Back away.
He walks over to the group.
You take care. He is very mean.
He's just old and set in his ways.
I said if I wanted to be dealing with no people
I mean-
here, I wouldn't have put up the traps in the first place. Clearly, you don't know no better.
That is entirely fair. We are intruding. Since we are intruding, I was actually curious. I don't know if you noticed this, but you have a basalt mine there in the northern quadrant of your mine. Are you mining no-qual down here? Or Sisitite, adamantine, copper, Jetonite? What exactly do you specialize in?
Give me a diplomacy, Argent.
Great.
Don't have a lot of that.
He doesn't seem extremely receptive, but
No.
when it takes him a moment, you can hear him mumbling behind his head, but besides himself. But he mutters out,
Bauxite.
I was going to say, because this is not laid out in the same way you'd imagine a gold mine to be. Do you get many bios for bauxite out here?
That's none of your business.
No, it is not, but you should be aware that due to the nature of our kingdom being, created here, and King Khalad there, bringing in crafters from all around, you may soon find that that advertising may benefit you greatly. I don't know how you plan to do so without ever leaving this cave, but it is perhaps something that we could assist with.
Don't care for money.
I'm gonna
So
lean,
you
just-
lean over to Argent. Notice that the massive cart's full of gold, more than he could ever spend.
It is interesting though, isn't it? Because you're trading these items for gold, but with whom? And again, I don't mean to pry. If you do not wish to share, I fully understand. But
Not
we're kind of
trading.
sort of transmuting then.
Do I look like an alchemist to you?
I think he just
Obviously,
mined the
yes, a
gold,
little
buddy.
bit. But this is not a gold mine, though, is it? It is. The layout is all wrong.
It is.
It is. It is gold veins. He just wants something else out of it.
Oh, are you guys talking in character?
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Looks like a gold mine.
Halvar knows this is a gold mine.
But
I like-
Sarge?
I've been informed that this is the gold mine.
Yeah, I'm aware.
he's I want to zoom out for a minute now. As you've been stepping back and you can look around, you see that there seems to be more wisp around this area.
Heap's gonna kind of drop his pack with Halvar and kind of start walking around to look at them.
You'll be able to notice none of them will directly acknowledge you, and from what you're able to tell, they can't even hear or recognize you. But you see dozens on dozens of ghostly dwarves, each with pickaxe in hand, chipping away at the gold veins and digging the mine even deeper below and below.
So many dwarven ghosts.
Whole place is full of dwarven ghosts.
Yes, I see. There is one, and one, and
I'm-
one.
I'm behind
Why?
schedule. You all should go, for there's a cave in or sorts.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the dwarven ghosts.
Hello.
No response, but you can see that their teeth are gritted with determination as they just chip away at nothingness rock.
I nudge Khaled. Is this a good time to tell him about the taxes?
No, probably. I don't know.
I wasn't sure how you wanted to approach a squatter on your land.
Heller's gonna pipe up in the middle of this conversation. Technically, we haven't claimed this land yet.
Yeah,
Kelly can do so right now.
No.
No.
We're gonna claim
so
a
I will
random piece
say-
of land miles from our capital.
I was hoping to end up back in town before I said this, but Khaled is going to remove the crown and say that he's
I'll
Um,
interrupt you for a split second. Which crown?
You don't have one. Yeah, I was about to ask myself.
right, metaphorically.
Right. Metaphorically,
I'm
take my
removing a
shoes and pants
metaphorical
off and
crown.
settle into this conversation.
Okay. I mean, metaphorically remove the crown does make sense.
Yeah,
Can I
so-
steal you for a minute? For just a
Very
moment.
different hats.
I was hoping to make it like wait till we got to town to do this, but Khaled's gonna look at you guys and be like, yeah, I don't think I'm this is not the right place for me, so I'm gonna go and figure out where it is that I need to be.
What?
And I'm going to leave this for the rest of you.
What?
I'm
Abdicating?
as a player. Essentially, this isn't the right game for me. I've been thinking about it all week, and I wanted to kind of make an in-game reason why Khaled would leave, but we never got to a thing, and so. After trying to get the word in edgewise, talking to the dwarf, I just realized I didn't care enough. So,
All right.
Sorry, guys.
No.
I'm gonna take off.
Well, we appreciate the time that you spent here, man. And I know things were, I know things were rough as things were going forwards, and you really didn't get a chance to say what you wanted to say. But I can't try to discard the feelings and try to make the thing. But thank you for playing for as long as you did.
Sorry to see you
I
go,
want to
man.
be, I want to be very clear that that I'm the one who's at fault, or I'm the one. It's me that doesn't quite fit in, not that anyone else did anything wrong. I just want to make sure that you guys know.
I don't feel like throwing you out or trying to force you.
Yeah. I'm sorry it
well,
wasn't a
happy
good fit,
travels.
man.
I gotta go. I got some moving to get done. Hopefully, you guys convince this dwarf to help you out.
Take care, man. Keep in touch.
All right. Oh God, one game nightmare and another.
I pick up the metaphorical crown and put it on Heath's head.
Can this game take any more fucking punches? Really?
Oh
man, I like to think that it's not a bad game.
Okay, so
but,
No,
I would
it's a
like
good
to,
game.
Retire a meal and come
Great.
back as a bard from Restall.
I was actually also going to come back as a bard.
Please tell me you're both joking.
I've got this idea for a Regathian murder priest that I've been wanting to try out for a while.
well, I feel a lot better knowing that it was just that he was sad. I was gonna pull him off to the side and ask how high he was. So this is it's better, I guess.
Is this a good time to stop the session then?
No,
It's
well,
awkward.
How do you? It's an awkward. I'll definitely give it that. How are y'all feeling right now?
I feel in pain and that I should leave to buy painkillers.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
I want sushi, but I also love the roleplay.
Could I propose that we finish what we have to do with the dwarf and just get ourselves back to town so we have a good place to pick up? I don't mind doing a little bit of RP in town, as
I
we...
could stay for like 10 more minutes or so, at least.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, I don't want to do anything significant without a meal.
Can I do you guys a favor? I'll have it because I needed to shorten this up anyways. Because holy fuck, can we not reach Bakken? Can I just bring him to the city?
Yeah, man, 100%.
He just comes over and comes and hears the. I heard motherfuckers had fangberries. Pimping in the town.
I heard people were coming off to get fangberries for me.
All right.
And we're like, no, actually, we ate them all. Sorry, buddy.
Well, Khaled leaves.
Yeah.
And Arjun stares desperately after him and like calls like, Gallup, no wait, several times, and like chases him outside of the building as well, but eventually comes back in dejected, just like shocked and horrified.
Salver looks up. We have some discussions to have once we get
Yeah.
back to our burgeoning city, because
I'm wondering though, how the fuck did he get past the traps?
Yeah, you can hear the sound of like as he walks away to the sad
Are you
Hulk
kidding me?
music.
Are you kidding me? With his reflex and AC, I can't fucking hit him.
and half the traps are sprung anyway.
They reset.
not like the pit doesn't
Not all
reset
of them.
automatically.
Sometimes they do. It's actually a trigger that you can apply on certain traps.
Like the
Like
log
this-
probably doesn't, but
Like spear traps reset. I can have arrow traps reset. Log traps. Well, I bet you they could actually.
Log traps can,
not
but you already
easily.
said they didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at this nice old man and say, well, if we would appreciate it if maybe you would consider lending your assistance in the future. I can see that you're very busy. If there's anything you need in trade, we could always use the gold. Not that we want to take it from you.
Gold's not for you.
Okay.
wait, they have some intended owner in the future.
Hmm.
I'm just wondering if you have any specific business. Nothing personal.
Since you got this far, and you didn't get skewered outside, fine. All this mate for the Dwarf King. Mountain homes, down far south. Southwest? South.
He seems to trail off a little bit.
How long have you been here, sir?
2,343 quotas met. 122 years.
That doesn't seem right. Dwarves don't live that long, do they? Really?
Yeah, they lived about
They
250.
do.
You guys are talking out of character an awful lot.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
I mean, I wouldn't
mean,
know know
even
all the
in
dwarves
character.
It's like more than 100. So
I just a young boy, no taller than me papa's knee. Came down all this way, brought me down to the great old expedition. Now, the only one left.
have
have you heard
Do I-
from your kingdom?
know of any dwarf kingdoms to the southwest?
How
Give
are
me a
you?
knowledge history.
Wait, wasn't that guy searching for the dwarf ruins to the south?
With a knowledge history, you're able to know that the dwarven kingdoms of northern Catlia were definitely one to tried to come and colonize and settle this land, and they did fairly well on the southern edge of the. Because remember, like just to the south, off of the map from what I've given you guys, is the ocean.
Yeah.
They crossed over that ocean to settle that entire area, but were unfortunately lost or destroyed or conquered underneath Stanislaw. It's not entirely sure which.
So the colonies were conquered.
The colonies were destroyed. They're no longer there.
Okay, and the actual kingdom was conquered.
Yes.
So there is no dwarf kingdom to the southwest.
No. You'd have to go as far as Catlia, and as far as you know,
Yeah.
even in Catlia, the dwarf kingdom no longer exists.
Okay, so I'm a huddle people. I'm like, the people his king he mentioned,
Yeah,
not there anymore.
yeah.
Should we tell him that?
What do you mean? Huh?
How long ago about did the conquering happen and the?
As far as you know, as far as record would go, you probably learned about this in the college in Relisk, because it's a very it's kind of a I'm trying to remember what it's called in the states where it's a colony and they just kind of go vanish.
Yeah.
It's a Roanoke mystery where it's like nobody's entirely sure why they disappeared, but they know that they disappeared about 120 years ago.
Okay, so the king he serves no longer there, and about 120 years ago just went bye bye.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna get down on one knee and I'm gonna
Just
say,
after they got here.
he was already here, I think. He was likely born here.
Should I tell him?
Sir, I have some very, very bad news for you.
All this down here in the mine seems to be bad news.
The Dwarven
Fine.
Kingdom under Catlia perished some 120 years ago.
I know that. What about it?
There is no Dwarf King.
Aye?
There's nobody coming to collect all your quotas.
It's not the point.
And you can see a teary-eyed look as he seems to turn his head and face away from all of you and try to shuffle his way back to his small little cubbyhole where he seemed to be mining.
I can respect
I
duty, sir.
You wish to work until you become ghost. You wish to join your brothers, yes?
It was so long ago. This place was lively and springing. But life was simple, and life was hard. We were given a quota each day, and that meant we had to meet it. You didn't? Maybe you'd get a lashing, or maybe you wouldn't get a brick of bread. But the quota get met one way or another. And even if one falls at your feet, or your brother, or your sister, who have it be, quota need be met. Don't matter if there's no kingdom, no king, or no people. I said long ago I'd give my life to these mines. And every single one of them gave their life for it too. And that's how it be.
Look,
Sir,
you have
go ahead.
brethren still other places. There's no kingdom, but
I'm actually gonna change the music.
I bet you could find some way to help each other, benefit each other with your work.
You talk an awful lot of words for intruders. Making me feel things for so many years.
Not. We can never give you your people back, but we might be able to bring life back to this mine. It's your choice.
You're stubborn bastards. I'll give you that much.
We're not alone.
You're at least dwarfiness and that like.
I give him a grin.
I will say, if you wish to work until you become ghost, would you like you and all your brothers to stay working forever? Or would you like to rest?
We've got much to think about and the like. I'll tell you what. You're at least kind-hearted folk, at least as much as I can tell. I've got work to finish up and enough bauxite to mine for the day. Base camp's back quite a ways. You go wait there for nightfall. We'll break bread and if you want to make a trade, well, we can talk about it. I have the charters and all of the things left behind by those around me. I am expedition leader, and I have every right given to me to make these sorts of deals.
Right. I'll go back and start some sort of dinner.
We'd appreciate
Feels-
that.
Before you go, might I catch your names?
So,
My name. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go.
No, you.
My name is
My name is
Thank you.
Halvar, sometimes called the Decrepit.
Your name should be loud.
I'm Emil Eldori.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I am Argent El Torre, and I come from a long line of gem cutters and signet makers.
He is my
I-
protector.
I can tell. You got the fingers for it. You didn't have to spout off all them other names. You can tell one look.
It was mostly professional curiosity. Thank you.
Well, my name's Fresco. And this my bear, Hoagie. We'll talk more later. You You all have a rest. I'm sure getting through them pits and whatnot more trouble than it's worth.
We hope not.
Less than it used to be.
And he turns roughly, not even waiting for the finishing response. He turns over and heads back down into a deep, dark cavern, lighting the candle at his head.
All right, I am going to go catch Galad before he gets too far. Something is obviously wrong with him, but we'll talk some sense into him. I'll be right back.
And I think we can leave it there for the night.
I make food.
Sorry to rush off, but as one can imagine...
Yeah, this is a good place to stop. And every reason to stop.
Yeah!
Oh, God.
That... Yeah, let me...
Well, at least it was live, so everyone can know that, you know... if I have one lesson for anybody that's listening, and I think it would be good to say this, is a lot of people are always looking and waxing philosophy over what a good table is and what a good table isn't. If the game is not right for you, and I think that Khaled stepped out about as gracefully as he possibly could have, and all you got to do is say it, know your lines to draw, and knows the things that you can do. And the best that anybody else at the table can do is be respectful about it, try to at least understand where they're coming from, but not be forceful for whatever they're trying to do. No reason to add more salt in an already salty-ass game.
Also, if it's not as fun as you were hoping,
leave.
There's no obligation.
Just stay, don't. You know? I've ghosted before. I mean, I've properly ghosted before, and I've also rightly ghosted before. I've never been good or bad on one of their not joined games, but no point in trying to sugarcoat it.
And I have 15 minutes to get to the store and get what
it off.
Yeah. So I'll leave you guys now. Have a nice night, evening,
take care, man.
Whatever. Bye.
If people enjoyed what you saw, and if you enjoyed the little antics that we're getting up to, drama aside, please go ahead and follow. Check out the VODs on YouTube. We'll upload soon. And feel free to join the Discord, because we will be talking about stuff doing there. Granted, we're probably not going to be very talkative recently, but
I don't know, man. I want to know who's going to be donning the metaphorical crown. I'll be very talkative this week.
Yeah, we will have information like that, hopefully in our general when we do the kingdom building sessions. Isn't that right, boys?
Yeah, sorry. Look, we forgot last week. Can I go to the end screen now?
Yes, yeah. All right, everybody, give a best sign off. You are all dwarves, very angry that someone has intruded.
Get the fuck out of my cave!
You know, the thing about gold is that, much like the hearts of the people who steal it.
Nice.
Take care, everyone. If you liked it, hit the follow button. I'm very, very sorry.